Oh. Okay. Alright. Let's take away the smoke screen. Hey there, lovelies. It is I, Remi-chan. And as you can probably see, we're going to be working on game today. Let me, just make that easier for me to talk over. And up this volume. Come on. Why is... Oh, I muted it. That's why. Oh, my bad. Okay. If you hear someone talking in the background, that's my mom. She's playing D&D. So, don't mind that. Handsome Wolves. Wait, what? Are we talking about in, like, the loading screen? Or these puppies? They are pretty handsome. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a few things. Yeah, I'm a... Yeah, my mum is a gamer. Oh. Oh, okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah, see, this is why my brain is, not the brightest, but it's probably the most creative in existence, so it's fine. Now, you might look at the map and be like, wow, did that exist before? The answer is yes, but not in this fashion, because last night I went through it and completely renovated almost everything except for this part here. This part is the same. This is the entrance to the Zenonian Palace. And before, this was just like a hedge mage, really shit one. I'm like, yeah, no. I also finally connected these maps between this and the Regent Courtyard. So now everything's connected. So that's a plus. So, I've also, as you can see, been adding life. There's birds here, there's sheep. And this is not the only map that's gotten this attention, but it is the most recent one. I haven't given this one the life effects yet, beyond just parallax, fog effect. So yeah, that's in a different planet entirely. That's sad. If it doesn't have one already, it should. It already has one. Cool. That's fine then. I also spent a good portion of yesterday doing some other work, which we probably won't put into the game today, but I will show you what we did. Because that was a fair bit. You see, PJ is going to be back very soon. I do? What? Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I thought I turned that off. My bad, darlings. Alright, let's... let's try that again. Alright, so, back to the Palace Concourse. This used to be that map with the hedge maze. The one where the danger of head patting scene takes place in. If you may recall, and if you don't, I'll play it right now. Head patting. Actually, they're on YouTube, so this music doesn't get interrupted. So yeah, I'm just gonna like open to the first like little clip of this. Once YouTube decides to let me. Okay, you good? There we go. Now as you can see, it's just a hedge maze. Pretty boring. But now, it's this lush garden full of life and critters. And also a little polymorphism, like sheep detention, made by Nyan. Which is very funny, a little Easter egg. So yeah. I basically spent most of last night working on that. And doing other maps the same justice. Some didn't get quite the huge renovation that one did. Let me go to, say, Earth, at the Moonlight Mesa. Yo, stop fucking skipping. That's annoying. Alright, Moonlight Mesa. So yeah, as you can see, I did a bunch of this map. It's still got basically the same look. But it's got some stuff breaking it up. Like, you got this bridge here that's inaccessible, which is there to look pretty. You got these ruins, which could even be Aspero's old tower, which you go to in PFC. And you got a couple of nice details, like this lake as well, this little pond. So yeah, just some more stuff, and of course you got the critters around, floating about. I also did some more things to, not Brisbane itself, this one's finished. But the top of Destiny Towers, there's now birds that fly overhead, like this one. You've got, like, birds flying up on the clothesline and stuff. Yeah, and even in the, like, there's even birds flying, outside the window, because this is, like, a penthouse or the dealio. Yeah, you have that one and this one, and both have birds that fly across. And a bird on, like, the fern here, or the potted plant here. And in this case, it's just on the seat. And then, of course, that's not all, because in Malangani, I also added some life here. Updated this abbey to be a bit more churchy, so it had the stained glass and stuff. And, of course, added life to a bunch of it. So, yeah, things have been going good. I also finally did the update where instead of using an autonomous remove route, which means these things just froze when conversation or anything was initiated, now they just act and don't care about what the player's doing. Which is how it should be. But yeah, so that's all that. I mean, that's probably not all I did, but it's all the things I can remember. So yeah. Slowly, I also put a rat in the true lab, right there. Just one that wanders a bit. And did the same in the cortex. So yeah, just little things. Oh, and there's a bird or two here as well now. A bird that flies across. I think that's it. So yeah, just some stuff that helps add a bit more life and atmosphere to the worlds. I gotta say, like, implementing cancel, as I was trying to say, implementing all this took a while because I had to go into every single creature that I had already placed and just reassign the, like, copy everything out of the move route box, change the move route to fixed, create a move route event, make sure it will switch to this event and not player, and stick the move route in there, then change them from action button to parallel. So that was a lot. Scene from Nunyon and Lumi. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it's very cute. Lumi, what the fuck? Lilac is a gem. Speaking of, guess who hasn't worked on Fantasia Scene 16 Pride Eclipse at all? Haha, that's right, it's this gal. I have made the sound file, but that's it. I will play the sound file right now. Not that, that's a script. Here it is. Right, here we go. So, let me just see if that works.
I am weak. You're right. But my sisters make me strong. And for them, no matter how dire things get, I'll never give up! Much better. I almost felt that. Now, embrace it. Unharness the demonic rage inside you. Unleash your sanguine, ferocious cataclysm. It's time to end this. Oh, very clever about wings. Well, if you're that determined to fight me, I suppose I can allow it. Albeit on a limited basis. You're no use to anyone dead.
What the? Lilac? Is that you?
Go! Seek refuge with my sisters. I'll take care of this.
You won't win. You know that.
Go now, or I'll tear you in half!
Noted. Going. Right, so that's the scene with my placeholder voice acting. No, there's no visuals for that yet. It is just a sound file. So relax, you're not missing anything. Yet. Alright, let me find... So, my Lilac voice actor has already gotten the sound file. I have just got to remember what it's actually called. So there's this one.
Can you not just defeat?
Right.
You're right, but my sisters... Shut up. I am weak. You're right, but my sisters make me strong. And for them, no matter how dire things get, I'll never give up. I'll never give up. It's time to end this. Go, seek refuge with my sisters. I'll take care of this. Oh, now or I'll tear you in half. Oh, now or I'll tear you in half. Can you just... Also, but that's not... You're right. But my sisters make me strong. And for them, no matter how dire things get, I'll never give up! It's time to end this. Go, take refuge with my sisters. I'll take care of this. Go now or I'll tear you in half! Go now or I'll tear you in half!
So yeah, she's done. And I've got Zygon on his as well. Zygon is this dude. He's been the voice of Spooky for basically ever. He's the only voice of Spooky. I'll go grab some old voice acting of his. Where are we? Menagerie, audio, voice acting. Here we go. No, that's I don't. That's trailer. Yo, Spooky. How's it going? Here we go, Ziggy. Spooky.
Ha! I am one of them.
If it is impossible, then we'll break the rules. Everything's possible.
Several of my kind will try to interfere. It appears the gods are counting on us.
Yeah, so that's Spooky, which is basically apt because he's just like deadpan Californian. Which my friend Zygon is just Californian, and he's very good at doing a deadpan cool kid voice, cause he is a deadpan cool kid. So yeah, that's that. So he's on his. Phoenix has already got me hers, and the only one left is Wee, who does not have an official voice actor yet. Beyond me. So yes, that's always fun. So as far as audio goes, we're pretty much almost set. Unfortunately, it's going to be a visually intensive scene, probably the most so since FS15, because I'm gonna have to do special art assets just for that. But then I also probably have to animate some of it, like frame by frame animation. Yeah, that. So that's gonna be real fun. So yeah, I'm just kind of procrastinating on it for now. My friend Zygon, I don't know. I haven't asked him about that. I don't want to kill his voice box though, because I need him to be spoopy. So for now, he'll just have to settle for being spoopy and not Batman. Right. So as I was trying to get to earlier, but then kind of got sidetracked. Let me show you what I was working on yesterday beyond just making all these environments pretty as fuck. Okay, PGCL sci files. So he hasn't gotten his net back yet, but he does have his PC, and net is close because he's already paid for it. He's just waiting for them to bring it online, basically. So, I've saved out some files. So these are already in, but this one here is new. So yeah, here is freaking Agret Batmite. She's actually got her face markings and her thigh marking now, which is actually just A, M, and B in one symbol. You have to sort of flip it on a you have to flip it on an angle to see the B. Yeah, B, and then if I flip it, and flip back to this, you can see an M here and an A down here. So yeah, that's her like all-encompassing symbol. These are just face markings that don't really mean anything. They're just sort of there. And yeah, also she has like 3 different faces per file now instead of just the one. So these are her Angie faces, which are pretty good. And these are her... Oh yes, her alert faces. And she's got blush on because... And sweat. And she's sweating. So I don't know what I'm going to be using these for, but she's going to be either very, very embarrassed or very, very shy. This is just her bored, like, whatever. Yeah, she looks pretty deadpan. Yeah. Look at her silly tooth. And this is her smirk. And she is one smug, foxy, sassy girl. Look at that. So yeah, that's Acrobat Malat done. But she's not all. Now, did I say about the Zoromitsis? I think I did, but I may not have. I'd have to... Yeah, there she is. Alright, so... Fucking, Nuke Fox is here. And now she has her 3 animations per face. Which I've only got 2 of so far, because the other ones have not been sent to me yet. So these are her content faces. Well, she's got this very sort of almost seductive smile, which is very, very cute. But you can tell she's dangerous. And these are her, like, bored / unamused / kind of disappointed faces. Which is honestly as sad as she ever looks, because her sad face is going to be replaced with a monstrously angry one. Because when she's sad, she's actually protective. because she protects Tiramisu, because Tiramisu is like her host and she's very protective. Yeah, she is Lilac's anyway. Sorry, I just thought that would be obvious. Yeah, no. I mean, look at the symbol on Lilac's chest. It's a bat. And guess who Agrat Bat Malat is? Oh, that's right. She's a fucking bat. But yeah, and she's an anyway, so of course she's Lilac's anyway. I mean, Lilac literally uses Malat as her alias when she has her freaking alter ego. And likewise, we have Zen Nama, or just Nama for Lumi. Ooh, that's a dangerous phase. There we go. More cute. So yeah, this is Zen Nama, who is like Lumi's anyway. The lunar hair. And then we have fucking wannabe Song Wukong, Eoshesanunim here. AKA Coco's Denaway. And there is a fourth burnt. PJ is currently working on it. He hasn't sent me any of it yet. So yeah, that's those. Not Son Wukong at all. No, could never be. But yeah. Yeah, basically. That's the best way to describe them, really. And it gets complicated when you add Satanifer into the equation because the four of them, but like I said, I don't have the fifth on hand currently. The four of them were once once like Satanifer as a whole. But when Satanifer got her shit ripped in by Yahweh because, I mean, I don't really need to say why she rebelled. Of course she fucking did. Her name's fucking Satan. What did you expect was gonna be the case? Yeah, she was basically blasted into fragments. And four of those fragments are the enemy we know, which are basically the possessors, or not only possessors, more inhabitants that, Lumi, Lilac, Sacra Blue, and Coco were host to. So yeah, that's how that all works. The special thing about Sacra Blue is she also has a Denaway. And that's when this shit happens. But we'll go into that in another video, maybe. In fact, we have already gone into it in a video. I think. Actually, no, I don't think I've ever No, I have showcased that scene. I'm sure I must have. Let me find out. Frick. It would be recent because I was like, let me just find this, and then I'll get back to what we're doing. What's that? Okay, it would have been after I posted that and that. If I posted it all. Which I'm pretty sure I would have. Yeah, there we go. Well, there we go. Confronting the spell over this one. So yeah, like I said, there is already a video that goes into this. Where basically, a Sacra Blue goes schizo. And it's because her Denaway is like, hey, you know what'd be funny? Fucking everything up.
I will not bring beyond lies hell.
Let me just show a quick sample of this.
The sheep have arrived to meet with their end. I will take great pride in terminating you. No.
And yeah, obviously the girls are heartbroken.
You're not Sacra Blue.
Lilac's onto her shit immediately.
No, I am.
There it is.
Away, she has been aware since all this.
God, I love that art. It's so fucking good. Anyway, let's get back to this, because we are actually not done yet. Because that is only some of what I got done. I just haven't saved all of it out into files yet. There's still Amberina and Patricia to go through, and I'm not in the right folder. Of course I'm fucking not. Okay. A for Amber. Oh, V after X. There we go. So we have these lovelies. And of course, these lovelies. Good thing about a name like Patricia, it comes up very quickly when you put MP. Alright, let me just check chat real quick. Nani? Alright, let me check YouTube chat as well, actually. Okay, nothing cool. Okay, yeah, so nothing much of value lost, I guess. Alright, so I just went out for like a 2-hour walk. And swung sticks around like an idiot too. So, there's that. Alright, so these should all be close to loaded. Never mind, I take it back. But yeah, these are Firecat and Shadowcat. Don't need to start saving them out. Actually, we'll do that as our first episode of the day. First, we're just gonna wait for fucking Adobe Photoshop and its overpriced bullshit to actually start working. Oh, are you done? You don't look like you're done. You're not done. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I see 3 files there when there should be 8. Here's the one little hitch of PJCR's files. It's fine. It's just, they're quite large. The side files aren't, but what I mean by large is not so much the file size as the canvas size. Just to give you an idea. See Yi here? Precious, unassuming, very not completely fucking crazy Yi. With a massive wingspan. She is 5,200 by 4,500 pixels. Which is why when you zoom in like this, you can only see them when you get really fucking close. It's why these work so well as cinematic assets, because they are fucking massive. And Yi is small fry compared to someone like, say, Yasunche, who's 5,000 by 6,000. And yeah, so you can see that as far as assets goes, PJ makes him big. But this works well because it makes them very easy to edit. And furthermore, it just makes it easy to use them for cinematics and still be in HD. So I can get very close before you start to see the pixels. Which is good, because seeing pixels in a pre-rendered cinematic is fucking not a great look. I mean, hell, I remastered the old Starship sequence, FS07, which I'm about to show you while we wait for these fucking Photoshop files to load, because it had huge issues with rendering pixels. Let me show you. Fantasia. Old shit. Out of date, whatever. So if we go to FS07, the first one, FS07, which apparently doesn't exist here. Okay, cool. Did I just deem it not worthy to exist, or have I got 2 different file types here? It just doesn't exist. Cool. I guess it's all in here then. FS07. These are all freaking MP4 files. Here we go. These are the ones we need to pay attention to. Alright, FS07. Here's the one. I think this one is the up-to-date one though. Which means if this is all that's here, it means the old ones have been deleted. I mean, there are still my YouTube channel with unlisted videos, probably. But the fact of the matter is, I'm just gonna see if these work first, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the very recent variation. Nope, they're not. So yeah, you see that? Let's pause on that. See how fucking pixelated that is? It looks not great. And that's not because the portraits don't have the potential to be HD. Can you fucking... Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty nasty looking. So you can see why I'm glad PJCR makes big portraits, because that doesn't look great. Because unfortunately, when you render videos with Vegas, it doesn't do the thing of just doing nearest neighbor for pixels. It's like, oh, it's fine, I'll just fucking blur everything. That won't look terrible at all. Little known fact, it looks fucking terrible as shit. So that's why I generally try to keep the assets really, really high res. because if I zoom in, like I want to do, it doesn't have this really, really bad pixelated look, like that. So let me show you a more recent version of that, which I'm not sure what the fuck they are now, considering it's supposed to be here. But in that case, we'll just go to the games folder itself, because I know I have an updated version in there. So yeah, if we go to the movies here, and just play FS07. Yeah, look at that. See how much, like, you can't see, I mean, you can see the pixels of the window, but generally, people are going to focus in on the character, so it's not a big deal. Also, this ship and the pixels stop being remotely noticeable at this point anyway. So it's for a small, very small gap of time. And yeah, so that starship is pretty huge. Like, to give you an idea, I actually have the files on my PC. Let me just go grab those real quick. Fantasia cutscenes. And put S in because it's for Starship. A bit further down. Oh my god. No, I'm not gonna open a GIMP file because I'm already straining my system with this Photoshop stuff. Alright, so yeah, 5120 pixels by 2880 pixels. So yeah, it's pretty fucking big. This is the assets. So as you can see, we've got a multi-stage thing here. We've got the Blue Sun jets. We've got the interior, or what is being drawn so it's visible, from the windows. We've got the full thing here. As you can see, this is fully all put together. And then we just have the chassis here, the hollow chassis without the passengers, the jets, or the windows with cute little people. So yeah, that's the kind of effort that went into something like that. Anyway, Photoshop should be loaded now. Let me just check chat real quick. Yeah, she doesn't look like a massive pixel check, she looks like Lumi, which is, you know, pretty great. Alrighty, so here's these lovelies. Let me take off mouth 2 and 3. Come on. Alrighty, so. Oh, right, that's why. So here is Patricia. Very, very broody, but very, very sassy. Shadow Nekomata. So we're gonna save these out today. As PNGs. So we're not gonna call him Patricia Shab, we're gonna call him Nekomata. And she's 1, 3, I'm sorry, 4, 1. And the reason I'm putting her straight up to 4 is because there's one that comes before her, and each has 4 faces. So I'll get to why I'm doing that properly when I actually have the means to demonstrate it. But for now, we're just going to save out the 3 animation files. So there's 1. Then we turn that off, the mouth, and turn this new mouth on, aka mouth number 2. Now, you might be wondering, why is her sad face the first one we're saving? Well, that's because she doesn't have a content face. Thing is, she only has 4 different portraits, and a content kind of doesn't really... She doesn't really need it because she has a smirking one. And sad and bored might seem like, you know, isn't that a bit of overlap? But not for a character like this. Because bored is just unimpressed and just very much like, huh, that's cute for her. Where her sad is actually melancholy and, oh, I guess we're doomed then. Very, very different emotion. Okay, yeah, fuck off. Okay. So yeah, here is our... Oh, that's right, she's got cheerful, not smirk. Oh, she has both. Well, okay, I'm kind of contradicting my past freaking analogy of this, but yeah. Okay. This is now, save for... Yeah, bored and smirk, so this is indeed the next one along. Okay, so there's our first one. So yeah, you've probably seen me do this a bit already, if you were there for the stream where I showed you the tutorials I have to go to make a face set, like compile a face set, and implement it into the game. We're not going to do the compilation of face sets and putting them in game, because that takes fucking hours, and I don't feel like it right now. because it's a lot of work. And I don't really need... Oh, that's what I was trying to say. And I don't really need them just yet, so no biggie. I can wait. The main thing I just want to do is have these available to be shared. Because these two are actually done. Because they're only getting 4 each, because they're minor characters. I mean, they're getting it pretty good as far as minor characters go. Some characters get 1. Or 2. Like, for instance, Kion and Kira and Chloe get 1 face set. Oh, sorry, 1 pose and 2 face sets between them. Except Chloe, who gets 2 poses and 2 face sets. Like, just... Yeah, she is what she is. Anyway, so this is the board. As you can see, it's a very different kind of expression. Alright, so that's 6. Yeah. Now, granted, if she was the first, and this was her board, it would be 1, 1, 2, 1. But because it just happens to align with what my usual order is, of 6 being, or index 6 being, you know, bored or unimpressed. Anyway, let me save these out. This part is actually not too This part isn't actually too worrisome. It's not that monotonous, and it's pretty quick, because all you're doing is just turning layers on and off, and saving out the results. 3 times per file. So even for, you know, characters with huge amounts of faces, it's probably the least painful part. Comparative to what it could be, which is implementing them into the game, working out the grids, getting their faces aligned up, and all that stuff. Yeah, and all the problems that can come about, like crashes, one of my personal favorites. So yeah, there is all that. Alright, so again, now the good thing about this character is because a lot of her expressions have similar sort of vibes, at least as far as these goes, I can just keep the same mouth, the same mouths, and like, I just copy pasted the mouths, and just had the eyes, and because the eyes were different, it just worked with the mood. 171. It should not be taking you that long to save. I don't care how big the file is. Alright, 172. Yep. Then 173. Yes, as you can see, one day. As you can see, these are the exact same mouths as her cheerful face had. The difference being that her eyebrows are much more close to the eye and much more slanted, and the eyes are also more slanted. So it's fine. Alright. Piss off. Alright, now down to Amberina. Now the thing I have to remember is to turn the bloody red layer off. Otherwise you won't have transparency, and there's no reason that... The only reason we don't save these out in Paint, in Paint Tool Sci, is because if we try to do that, it won't have transparency. Even if you don't save it with a background at all, it'll just save it out as white. That's why I have to convert them into... That's why I have to save them as PSD files, and then open them in Photoshop and save them out that way. Because if you don't, it doesn't work. You won't have transparency. Now this is fine for things that don't need it. But in the case of things like this, we do definitely need it. Alright, so this is her what? Angry, query, happy, alert. Alright, so this is number 2, so we want 1, 1. 1, 1, cool. Triple 1, I guess. Alright. Yes, very cool. So yes, this is her. This is Amberina being angry. Alright, let me get the music back on. I'm not showing you the stuff of things. Ugh, really get sleepy. Here we go. That's way too loud. Alright, here we go. Alright, final angry face. 113. There we go, let's get me some energy back. Alright, let me check chat real quick. Yeah, you're like the ADS unfunny motherfucker to make that joke. She do be lit. Her ass is on fire. She got hot feet. The list goes fucking on. Hang on, have I got that? Oh. Yeah, as for, Patricia's, like, tails, she's shadow aspected, so she has like shadow energy coming off her tails. Meanwhile, this girl is a fire aspected Nekomata. That's how that stuff works. So her source of power is fire, and she can basically become like a mini fucking firestorm whenever she wants, because that's just her thing. Also, she got a nice fucking midriff. Alright. So this is her when she's query, so that would be number 3. No, 2, because the alert would be the final one. Alright, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. Oh my god. 1, 2, 2. We're gonna have the 1, 2, 3 here. Haha. That's right, she has the one stupid thing there. It's so fucking cute. My friend Phoenix really loves the one thing. Like the one anime thing, goofy anime thing. So a lot of these cat characters were actually modeled with that in mind. I remember on Patricia, I was like, hey, PJ, give her like one fucking silly tooth, like anime thing. And he's like, okay. So yeah, that's why she's got, like, that. No, that's done. Just 2 to go. This is happy, so this is actually going to be 1-0 at last. Whenever you're ready, game. Okay, I mean program. Alright, 1-0-1. PNJ. So if you're wondering, does PJCR make all these faces? No, just one of them. Or if every 3. Then I just make the other 2. Or if his is actually bad enough, I just scrap his and make my own. Or in the case of the little mammals, like the anthros, like Folly and Rolly and stuff, he just doesn't give them a face and just lets me take care of it, because I'm very good at drawing those characters' faces because they're cartoonish, where PJ has a very anime slant, so it's a bit difficult for him. But in like that respect, he often is like, "Oh, dude, her face looks terrible." When I draw like a face for a character, and he's like, "Oh, that looks bad." I can just draw it for you if you want. No, like I'll just quickly bash it out. So yeah, he gets me back. Alright. I don't know why I'm running so much. Oh, I know why, because I only got 4 hours of sleep last night because some dickhead forgot to take the desmopressin and woke up at 1 AM. And then because of our house and other factors, wasn't able to go back to sleep. Sad. Check YouTube chat. Cool, nothing. Alrighty, come on. Oh, Photoshop, please. Don't make this more painful than it is already. Alright, so I believe this is all out. It is. So this is gonna be 1, 3. Wait, I already have one of those. Yeah, 1, 3, 1. As you can see, she looks pretty like taken aback there. Sorry. Very sleepy night and very sleepy weather. Nice and sunny. Pleasant breeze rolling through the air. It's very, very captivating to just sleep my ass off today. But I knew that just wouldn't do. So I'm here. Making things count. Alright, that's all done. Cool. Fuck off, Photoshop. Okay, cool. Glad to be rid of that one. Yep, that's PJCR's skills of expressions. Although, speaking of taking it back, I fucking love Spook. I literally requested. I mean, it means he's got 5 poses, which is more than most characters get. But we needed it. We needed the stupid like taking it back pose, because it's so fucking. Where is it? It's so fucking funny. Okay, is he under spooky or wizard? I can never fucking remember. Might help if I was in the right fucking place. What the hell is this? Portfolio. Good grief. Sign. Just a set files. Here we go. Alright. Oh, looks like he's actually classified as wizard under this. Shows how much I know. Yeah, this one. Oh, it's fucking adorable. He's like, ah! It's like the only one where he has that pose. But it's so fucking good. Usually he's just face palming, got his hands by his side like that, or is crossing his arms. Oh, let me read that actually. I forgot what it says. You think you know power? What a sad and grave mistake you have made. Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty much we, in a nutshell. But yeah, it's nice having all these. Now we actually have the Patricia and stuff in the mix as well. Where is she? Where is she? Theory about Pip, but after Nolan. No, she could just not exist. What the fuck? Oh, right, because I saved him as Nekomata. Duh. That would be why. So yeah, here we go. Here's the Nekomata now. Smug cat. Smugger cat. Even smugger cat. Angie cat. Angier cat. Very angry cat. Taking query cat. Questioning cat. Mystified cat. Shocked cat. Shook cat. Be shook cat. Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing this gimmick now because it's silly. So, sad cat. Sadder cat. Saddy cat. I don't know. Melon cat. Yes, melon catty. It's like melancholy, but for cats instead. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that thing I said was ever said. Okay, so here we have Smug Cat. Sassy Cat. Kawaii Cat, I guess. Here we have Melancholy Cat. Melodramatic Cat. Malaise Cat. And then of course we have Snicker Cat. Sinister Cat. Sassy Cat. Alright, I'm done. Oh yeah, that's the original drawing and only drawing I've done of Patricia. I didn't bother adding the tattoos because she's already got enough hyper details as it is. Like everything else she has the stripes on her tail, the stripes on her skin. You may not notice these, yeah, she actually has like little flush stripes, which I think is the cutest fucking thing. She's got like this silly hair, which is just great. She's got the big bow. She's got the fucking boob window, which is like a heart. She's so cute. And the skull looks so cute and cartoonish. So goofy. And of course the shadow aspected tails, which is just fucking pouring with shadow energy. So yeah, which is basically how she was in this image, except it doesn't look as good because I can't fucking draw like PJ can. Yes. Yeah, but who's gonna watch these fucking videos? Beyond like the devoted few. I mean, maybe when I get big on April of 2022 or whatever, but for now. And by then, this video is gonna be fucking antiquity, so who cares? Oh yeah, no, that's Kion's shtick. Poison, yeah, Kion does corruption, which is basically poison. What the fuck is she? She'd be the Lost K user. Actually, no, she'd be... Alright, she'd be under H for Hildathian, of course. This is Kira. AKA 5-itch. She's so fucking sassy. This one she's being a bit more serious. Alright, anyway, we know this character pretty well by now. Here we go, Kira. This is actually Z's favourite soul catcher, at least so far. Keeping in mind, the entire Blood Council was basically concepted by Z. And PJ's just had to draw them because he is now a portrait artist, haha. But yeah, like, Kyon here is the favourite one of Z that she made. Yeah. So, good stuff, PJ. You really nailed it. So yeah, that's how that all worked. But yeah, oh yeah, here's Mr. Lazarus. So this is one of the ones that PJ just gave me the file and didn't do expressions, because Galaxians just don't follow the rules. Oh yeah, there's his like red error face. So yeah, these expressions are pretty vivid because that's how Galaxian faces kind of can be. But yeah. Right. Let's just have a look at I gotta show you the fucking Kitsune twins. They are not twins. Just a Kitsune. I mean, sisters doesn't really work either. But yeah, Fox girls. They're great. So here's Ramiro. You've seen this one a fair bit. She's got very, very, very cheeky. She a cheeky breeky. And she's got Crimson Demon power, which is the same thing Kara has in TFC. Anyway, here's Renee. The wholesome gumshoe. She's very cute. And PJ really was having fun with the poses on this one. Her and Kathy both got a lot of love in their poses. Like, look at this. so much emotion in these characters. They're so cute. The good thing about a pose like that is it can be used for shocked expressions too, like this. Yeah. This bored expression. She's so cute. Alright, let me grab Kathy. Cause I fucking think Kathy is just mwah. Probably goes without saying, cause she's a fellow troublemaker. But also her outfit is just, it's so modern and simple, but it just works. The blue jean shorts and the fucking sweater. And just combined with the fox ears and shit. Her like passive content face almost looks drunk. And this is like her face. She's even got the little tears. I didn't notice that. PJ is just really good at these little details. Yeah, she's got these little tears. I did not even notice that. It's so cute. Look at it. It's so special. Yeah, this is like her like hunter pose. What's that? Paws up or hands up like that. These poses, you can tell PJCR was having a fucking ball with these. She's so fucking happy with herself. Look at this. Look at this smug. She's so fucking cute but smug. She's great. And then these ones where she's just like judging you in a way. I fucking love Kathy. She's great. Bored. And fucking one fang. So cute. Oh, I love PJC work. You really pulled it out with this one. Wait, what's going on there? What the hell is that? Oh, that's what I was having not fallout. Oh dear. And this is just some of the examples of these characters. But yeah, that's a good example of PJCR's top work. I fucking love his poses for poses and expression for Nanian. Especially considering back when he was making her, I had no idea that her character would become just fucking Modius from Helltaker. But it just worked. It just worked for her. Like this, like just really shy, but you know, strong in her own right, but very shy and like timid sort of person. Like expressions like this just show she's scared as shit, but she's just pointing because she doesn't know any other way to really try to get a point across. And these are meant to be her cheerful expressions. It just yeah, she looks neurotic as fuck, which is perfect for what she became. Also, her outfit is just blessed. Like, oh, fucking these symbols and the scarf. Oh, so good. Also, just the not the noisy one. No, yeah, the slant. Yeah, I love her. She's great. She's single? Hyun? Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. But generally, like, here's the thing. Heldathians don't give a shit about that sort of stuff, because as far as they see it, like, if you want to be with someone or two people, go nuts, because in death, you don't have to give a shit about any of that. You have all the time in the universe. So if you want to, you know, fucking double dip, go for it. Cheating is very much seen as a control mechanism that was created by basically insecure people, so they don't really care about it. But just keeping in mind, if you are still immortal and you have a fun time with a soul catcher, you're probably gonna die, cause that's how they work. Yeah. Ramiro did that, yeah. Oh, sweet, so you have more time. Yeah, no, she has the 2 ears thing when she's curious. She's probably had ice cream. No, the person who hasn't had sweets before, who recently... Oh god, Ash the Enma. She's such a fun fucking character. Because she's like, yeah, this fucking Toko ass lolly bitch. Who introduces... Her introduction to the group is very, very... rage-filled. Because she's mad. But, when she actually gets to know them, she's more like this. She's so fucking cute, and she develops so much. That's why expressions like this are good, because it shows that she's like, what? Yeah, she's got that very, she thinks she knows a lot more than she actually does about people. And so she has to often question what, she's doing and what she thinks of everything, because she's constantly being proved wrong. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I love that casting pose. You'll notice PJCR does this a lot, and that's because I'm like, we need an attack pose for most characters who have a temper. So please fucking do it, thanks. And of course she's got one of the, not the noisy one sort of expressions. And yeah, she often comes off as grumpy, but really she's just trying to fuck me, claim her purpose. I think she's probably one of my favorite characters, right? Up there with Folly and Esperia and a couple others that are just very, very fun to write for, because they have very interesting and complex personalities. Or just fun, gimmicky stuff. Oh my god, so many. Tiramisu fun to write too, because she's got such a... at first she seems like such a, stoic person. But, as this face, I'm not gonna go through the description, gives away, she's actually very conniving. And she's very, very smart. Dangerous to herself and people around her, but she's not a slouch. She's very competent. Dangerously so, actually. I mean, freaking Sacra Blue says, maybe I should start monitoring you, because you are actually really, really fucking dangerous. Oh, she's a stick in the mud, too. I mean, that's just stoic with extra steps. Oh geez, I think I wrote a character that, holy heck, looks like this with the attitude at 11 in age. I would assume, given about the timestamp that's got, that you're referring to Ash. Yeah, fucking hilarious ass, like, grumpy old women, that are still learning about things are hilarious. Sacra Blue is actually fun to write for this reason, because as Blue, she always acted like she knew everything, but deep down she was actually kind of a dumb fuck in some respects. But in Sacra Blue, she no longer hides from herself, and she's curious about everything. I mean, like, there's actually this one image I drew where she's like, whoa, what the fuck are these things? And they're just her boobs. She has no idea what boobs are, and she's having a wild time discovering them. It's fucking hilarious. Let me see if I can find that. It's not lewd, it's just fucking... There we go. Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? What are these lumps on my chest? She never noticed them because she was too busy looking outward and not enough, like, looking at herself at all. She never noticed she had boobs. In the 314 billion years she lived as Blue. AKA, this fucking thing. Yeah, that's Blue. As drawn by Z, as you can tell because it isn't forced to look like shit. Yeah, she's got the Hatsune Miku titles. But yeah, no, that's Blue, the aspect of magic. But yeah, after she fucking gets, absorbed by this fuckhead. After this fuckhead's like, I'm gonna eat you! And then that's when she turns into... this. This all happens during the endgame of Intelligence. This is actually the penultimate boss. Sacre Blue. That's how that all happens. That's why she's called Sacre Blue. Yeah, this is the kind of character. This is why she's fun to write. She is just like, this is her back when she was a villain, which only lasted like, as Sacre Blue, her villainous reign lasted a whole fucking 2 minutes, and it wasn't her, it was fucking Nurko. But yeah, that was a good fucking ending. I think that's one of the most fulfilling endings I've made, because it's got so much heart in it. But I'm not gonna reminisce about that. If you want to fucking find it, you can just play the damn game like everyone else. Or just wait until I release Intelligence Multiverse, the much better remaster that will actually go into the multiversal concepts that I didn't understand back when I first made all this shit, because I was still discovering stuff like that. But now I have a better idea of how this stuff works. But yeah, that's all that. So, oops, I didn't mean to boot that up. Fuck, that's gonna be a problem. Let me change his music. Alright. Once I get Vegas to piss off, because... No, I'm not working on product clips yet. I don't have any fucking resource assets for it. And I also got much... If PJ gets back to work soon, I'll probably just ask him to make me. Because, like, I know what I want to do with it, but it's going to take work. So, right now, even though my tablet's fixed, I don't have a huge amount of drive to draw stuff, or I would have been drawing more already. And I have actual, like, full-blown renders I really want to do, which I will probably share, like, the drafts of, or the images, because I already have them on my PC. I guess this is more of a lore tangent and less of a dev stream, but it is what it is. Alright, piss off. Alright, I'm not a huge fan of this song, please shut up. That's not even... okay. I mean, he's done pretty close. I'd actually have to put up the game to show it, because it's animated. But let me just, remember a place where Sacred Blue shows her alert post. She doesn't use it often, because, she's been exploring stuff a fair bit lately, but she does have it, still a fair bit. Let me just think, Oh, actually, I know where I can find it. Xenonia. We're headed there again. Come on, game. And widescreen. Yeah, early in Xenonia, there's a scene where those two Kitsune girls, Kathy and Renee, actually talk a bit about the meta plot, in a weird way. And, Sakura Blue was very, very scared by this. Because, she knows deep down they might be right, and that terrifies her. That should terrify anyone, more or less. Oh my god, where is... I need Fennec Village. There it is. Wait, hang on. Okay, that was the right one. Good to know. Alright, here it is. Cool. Oh yeah, that's right, I also added, as you can see, I also added environments to this, like animals. You got birds floating around. I think there's squirrels wandering around too. Oops. Oh, that's bad. I can fix that though. Alright. So, let's get to this scene. I'll do voice acting too because it's fun.
I feel like these efforts laid on a little thick. I know, right? Is anyone honestly enthused by this crap?
Then perhaps you're sitting around watching too much TV. Go outside and enjoy the Xenonia the gods loved, that we love.
Hey now, don't sass me, TV. Good night.
The timing on this infographic program was way too real. Stay tuned for more in the dark secrets of Xenonia. The worst is yet to come.
Well, weren't you gonna cut it there? Oh, let's be real. It was never to be.
That Winged girl really knows how to ruffle my tails.
But then again,
seems our guests who just can't seem to keep away from us have returned. Are we that endearing?
That's not really a question, is it?
Oh, fun!
How did you get in here so quietly? Did the TV distract me so?
Media victim.
I feel like it should be me saying that.
Which it goes like a story. These three have heard it already, so it may be best that talents be used for more divisive ploys. Divisive ploys, Only just landed, and you're already casting shade? Can't say I don't admire the change in attitude.
Sacre Bleu, what would you have us do?
You know me, I'm always down for finding stuff out. I need you to go and investigate our owner's activities in the capital, if that's okay with you.
That might be a little dangerous, you know. That could essentially be seen as high treason. Danger is basically our profession. So cool. But I can't agree with such a thing. Agrona has always had her people's interests in mind, so you just rub relations with her the wrong way.
Then probably be asked to leave. I would hope you wouldn't be so foolish or misguided as to try and take the Xenonians on in full force. We obviously won't change your mind, but promise us you'll be careful. Aw, she cares.
Yeah, you better promise us you won't do anything bad.
But looking at you, I can tell you're good of heart. Though, if you don't mind me asking, who are they? And I'm not asking about the one you share your souls with. You see, just before you arrived, I felt a presence, and I'll say right here, it did not feel friendly. You can go around here causing mischief all you want, but if someone like them has the same idea, dear friends, do you really want to know what would happen? I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
Guide them, give them hope, and that is their order, but I wonder if they were given the chance if they would be so kindly.
You're starting to scare me.
Yeah, like looking in the mirror, huh?
You'll discover them later. Let's hope for all of our realities, they're on your side, our side. Your faces right now, so cute.
Just sorry to be like that. We're just concerned.
There it is, Sacre flipping out. I'm more concerned with how you could know of such things. Even I don't fully know what you're on about, but I have a weird and unsettling feeling you are right.
My.
So yeah, that's the hilarious fucking Sacre Blue expression. Yeah, I know, right? Lumi's such a rebel. Fuck it, I'm just gonna show me playing the game instead of actually doing dev, because I'm tired. So I don't fucking feel like doing dev. Let me put the music on, because that can add a lot. Let me see how that's sounding. No, that's the wrong button. Ooh, that might be a bit loud. Alright, let me turn down the game just like master volume. No, there isn't a setting for that in the actual game. That would be too blessed. We have to do it the old-fashioned way, aka with a fucking volume mixer. Oh, that would be why it's much higher up than it usually is. That will do. Okay. Now, that's sorted. Let's go play some cool scenes. Like this one. Good start.
Do not ever threaten my family.
Alright, so obviously we're going to have to fight a boss. But now I can show you what I got done. Because I think you left just after I got like the wizard fight and that following scene more or less sorted. So there's been some stuff added since then. I should have seen this coming, honestly. Feel kinda dumb I didn't catch on your ploy. It'd have made no difference. I'd simply have gone ahead with doing this in confidence. There is nothing you could have done. I'm actually feeling a little nervous about this. What's wrong with me? That's a pretty normal reaction. While you are fighting an alien kid, essentially, your body is still adjusting to the mere concept of fighting a being like myself, even if just by extension of a puppet. My mere will and presence make your skin crawl, but you better be brave, Lilac. Their lives depend on it. Well, I don't have to voice act that line, because I already did so. Ha! I'm too good. Now we have to wait for the pictures to fucking... Yeah. Alright. Let's beat the shit out of these wars. Bye, fuckboy. Oh, that looks so much better with the lightning like that. I'm not sure I showed you that. I might have stopped the stream by then. Also, you might notice they're much faster with how they go now, which is how it should be. Also, I fixed the first one. The issue was... what was the issue? Something was causing that glitch that just caused things to return to, like... to cause the health to return to 100. What was it? Fuck, that's damage. Shit, I'm almost dead. This is bad. Frick, I'm dead. That's it. Game over. Alright. Time to get serious. I try that again. Now I have to do the voice acting this time at least. But we just have to wait for pictures to stop being lagging, which again is a recent thing. And I've purposely ceased fighting any updates to RPG Maker MV because they keep making the engine worse and not better. So this is where it's at the good stage. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, because this never used to be like this at all. Why am I moving forward? I should be moving to the side. Okay. So, as for what caused that first one to play up, it was some variable thing, I'm pretty sure. Why? God damn it. I'm not gonna live it. Oh my god. I've taken 3 lots of 50 damage and I've barely taken any health off. This is not good. Please die. There we go, I didn't take any damage there. There we go. Fuck. There's another 50 damage. I have 60 health left. Lovely. Make that 10. This is hard. Oh my god, what? You know what, fuck, I'm just gonna cheat. I don't know why I'm so sloppy with playing this today, but I don't have the fucking energy to figure out to improve. Because I was doing this just fine the other day. Like, give me fucking health back. Yeah, I have 1 health left. Oh fuck, so I've already lost basically. Alright. Are you fucking serious? So all I can do is I can just make it much easier to get this boss down. I was doing this with no trouble. I don't know why I'm suddenly having so much difficulty. Maybe just because I'm tired. Or who knows, but yeah. I don't really care. I just want to get this done with. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to go adjust variables. Early issue variables. So this one, no, probably this one. No, this one. Here we go, boss 1 HP. No, other way. Drive that up to just before 700. That'll do. Oh, too far. Alright. There we go, I win.
Can you just fight me on your own? Spooky has nothing to do with this.
If you are struggling against this one, I'd hate to see how you'd fare against the real deal. You need to find more power, and you know where to look. Oops, I've got the step animation on. Oh, whatever.
Such power is wasted on the likes of you. Oh, then let me give you ample motivation.
There we go, now things fixed. Your pride is truly going to be your downfall. You had your undeath cured, yet you still live like a zombie. Blood replaced with a wellspring of comforting nothings. Cruelty replaced with a vendetta and ambition that has gained you 0. Don't you think it's time you quit pretending?
Let me go! Also, pretending? Pretend what?
That you can protect them. That you are the strongest of your sisters when you won't even untap your own reservoir of power.
That's not...
You closet yourself in a comforting lie, shutting out the silent truth, giving lease to an echo of immoral wrongdoing because deep down, you are weak. You always have been.
Shut up! You don't know anything about me.
If only you were stronger. You may actually be able to make me stay quiet. You truly are a little-livered brat, fortifying your heart in barriers of emptiness while the worlds around you rot away. If you're going to be this pathetic and useless, I may as well dispose of you and your sisters here. Not going to fight back? Where's the sanguine, ferocious cataclysm you promised us? Where is the bat-fanged Carson's vengeful nature? It was all a ruse, a comforting lie to make yourself feel strong. All you have done is prey on those weaker than you, and lived a life led by futility. You disgust me. So that's where the cutscene plays. That's the beast I've longed to see. My last rage infused with a weakling's helpless desperation given form. It is almost enough to have me gasping in awe. Come then, Lilac. Show me your newfound strength. Now, let's see what the... Let me just check the chat real quick. So yeah, she's just being intimidating as usual. Yeah, welcome to the boss fight with Wee. And of course she's got her fucking firestorms. So, there's 3 different ones. There's yellow ones, which you can only okay, got to fend for that. Yep. Otherwise it does damage. Also, I haven't done the hit counters for many of these yet, and most of them are not correct. So that's why I'm living so long. So, because of this, the only damage I can take is like 25 of it. So she just teleports around. Oh shit. Oh, actually I don't know why I'm bothering with that. Yeah, so when she teleports, she leaves a yeah, that. Nova effect, basically. Unfortunately, my damage is fucking garbage, and she has a lot of health. Actually, my damage is really fucking good. 30 is pretty high end. She just has a lot of fucking health. And yeah, the fact is she doesn't stay in the same place long. I also want to add it so she does actually, like, slowly walk around. Just to be nice and intimidating, you know? As if she wasn't scary enough already. But yeah, present, that's not properly balanced because I have implemented the the NOE empowerment for Lilac. So, yeah. Yeah, no, Wii is fuckedly powerful. She's easily the most powerful being in the entire cosmos. Like, she's 5 times more powerful than her sister, Yi. And considering the fucking feats Yi has accomplished, and considering Yi has been holding back massively, because if she used any amount of her actual real power, there would be consequences felt for fucking centuries. And also she might kill someone important. So yeah, she's been very gentle. Like the fact she can just destroy planets in like less than a second. Oh yeah, right, so there's another thing I can do. Freaking the final days of Earth. Always good for a kicker. Let me find it. Nope. Nope, but pretty close. No, that map doesn't even exist anymore. The bedrooms one, that's the good one. There it is. Alright. So as you can see, the Starship Yoe alarm is popping off. Have all the passengers gathered here. I get the feeling we may have pissed her off. I think we might be in trouble, friendos. I get the feeling 6 billion people are about to be punished for what I alone did. I hate that alarm. It's so painful. I dread to think what's in store for us. This could only possibly be bad news. Good grief, what's she up to now? No foot. I'm feeling a lot better. Wonder what's going on. Everyone on board should be fine. If you knew where we are located, this revolution would already be over. But I fear we've crossed the final line. There's no telling what Yi intends to do. This is incredibly worrying. Brace yourselves. We might just be about to see the devastating backlash for our defiance. This is bad. So very, very bad. Is everyone here?
The floor is yours.
We're not under attack, but it seems Earth is. The Insidious Architect has a score to settle. Enjoy the view of Earth while you can. There's a transmission coming through. Play it on the main screen and brace for the worst. Now I get to watch this sick cinematic.
Listen up, the defilers of the cosmos. It is a crust to paper so openly define your makers. Let's start with your beloved globe of dirt.
No, she wouldn't.
She would, and that is more terrifying than any of the displays that she makes, is that life is so meaningless to her.
No, I won't let this happen.
Pep, no!
You fools will keep sinning and sinning. For every transgression, I'll destroy a planet. Before long, there'll be nothing
All
left.
right, stop this.
Oh, you learned your lesson the last time. You're lucky I spared you then. What makes you think that I shall?
Let me just check thing real quickly.
Don't you hurt him!
Say farewell to your beloved.
Yeah, Pep's always been optimistic like that. There it is. Bye.
What have you done?
Yeah, he's looking a bit less happy now.
No to be afraid of.
That's enough.
Come on then, you reckless fool. Hit me with everything you've got.
Pep, no!
What the?
You are nothing. No one.
You bitch!
Oh,
Do you have no heart at all?
trash that talks. That's a new one. As for you,
I love these fucking expressions.
what the...
Pep, try picking fights with foes a bit closer to your own strength. Your mother will find some way to blame me if you get another big hole in your chest. So, leave this one to me.
Fucking Asperia's big mama energy.
Introduce to you what fever is.
Asperia, I'm so sorry.
I don't need an apology.
Ooh, she got fucked up.
This was my choice to make.
Pep, get back to the starship now.
No, return to whence you came. It'll be more fitting a punishment that you are forced to accept your planet's fate.
You have been forbidden to erase us, haven't you?
I am terror. Clear to that, erasure is just a very painful pinprick.
God, it's so nice seeing this scene so, like, reduced in bullshit.
Goddess, I know you can see what's happening. Consider it my dirty promise to you that the more you run, the harder it will become to hide. I will destroy your recesses of solace until there's nothing left. You are guilty for your deliverance to hell.
Yeah, there's a reason I upscaled that image. At 1600 by 1600, you could see the pixels when I zoomed in like that, but now it's not nearly so obvious. Alright, here's what we're here for, the after scene.
Asperia! No, no, no! Are you able to breathe okay? You're losing a lot of blood.
Yeah, because they're like lovers.
It's just shock, mostly. And heartbreak. It was your home, wasn't it? Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! That stupid triangle-eyed freak! Why punish all those people for something we did? Asperia, wake up! Please, please wake up! Don't you die on me!
Fayari, relax. Asperia is strong, she just needs to sleep the shock off. Let her rest. Asperia risking her existence for you was not something I ever expected to see. Perhaps I misjudged her.
Oh, you think, Folly? How novel it must be for you watching my girlfriend get a hole through the stomach because your golden boy can't keep the fuck out of trouble that's bigger than him.
Please don't fight. Not now.
Fine, but you better bloody apologize when she wakes up, Folly.
I didn't ask her to do it. Asperia did this of her own volition.
How typical. That you'd leave your enemy to save your son before you'd lift a finger. That's pretty cold, you know. What right have you got to try to spare her when she risked her existence for the sake of your idiot kid?
I don't...
Oh, just face it, Folly. You'd rather see Asperia hurt herself doing your job than ever let your one-sided feud go. It must drive you mad knowing Asperia doesn't even give a shit.
Fayari, please.
It isn't her fault. Espy!
Don't stress, I'll be fine. It's just been so long since I endured physical pain like that, it was quite a shock. Folly had no stake in it. I just don't want to imagine a world without Pep in it.
On the upside, it seems we found out that Yi isn't able to erase us. Orders from a twin sister, no doubt.
There's no one else she'd take orders from. Which means destroying Earth was payback for what we've been doing. None of you are to engage Yi again. Diplomatic immunity or not, she's too dangerous to approach. This has been a reality check and a half. We're not bullying a child, we're confronting a monster. Understood. I only really want to see that Pep would be safe. Don't know why I bothered. You could stand to listen to me or anyone in your life once or twice, Pep. It's game over anyway. Nola was still on the planet when it was destroyed. That's why I tried to intervene. I'm sorry this happened.
Don't bother pretending, Pep. We all know you'll happily fling yourself in harm's way again. Of your entire family, you aren't usually the one to hide behind pretense. It's what makes you remotely tolerable.
Nola is ascended, so even if she was on Earth, this wouldn't affect the plan. My fear was she would erase the Earth. She merely blew it up. Wait, you said that like you know Nola wasn't on Earth. Explain yourself, White Hood Sage. Sure. Nola is over in Xenania, receiving her final training from the first of the witch hunters. What the fuck? So that's where she'd been going to. Wherever that is. I've never heard of it. Well, if she's okay, then it doesn't matter where she is, just so long as she's safe. You're not supposed to know, so I wouldn't be too alarmed.
Well, that was fun. Go back to Earth and see where on Earth is not. What did you do?
Ye happened. To you as well, it seems. If this didn't bode so terribly for all of existence, I'd be laughing from all of this catharsis.
Whatever, Grandma.
Did you get into the coffee again?
Oh, you're one to talk.
At least coffee is 98% sugar and 2% cyanide. Damn, Granny with a goddamn haymaker. It looks like you managed to get a spurious hit with one. Sorry?
It is as you say, Sacreblue. The Black Death is on Xenania with the first of the witch hunters.
And of note, the Grandmaster as well. A Grandmaster some call Daddy.
Wait, are you talking about Kyoshi?
I am indeed. Have you been going to places you shouldn't be again, Tiramisu? It's getting tempting to monitor you. You may monitor me all you like, but I can't say I'd recommend it. Nah, we're cool. You've always been the best example of a house cat who does as they please. Just try to make sure it doesn't get traced back to me.
My business is my own. It will only be yours if you make it so.
Well, seems Xenania is our next stop then. Are you down for meeting your father, Angels of Hope?
That's not even a question, is it?
Xenania is a very close-border society. Nola was only allowed entry due to her witch hunter powers, although her grandparents also trained there for many years. Thankfully, having two relations, the Angels of Hope should be granted a temporary visa at the very least. However complicated are the politics of worlds so secluded from the universe as theirs. I'm just glad I can go wheresoever I please. Hey Ma, what have you been doing anyway?
Oh, nothing worth mentioning. Leisure and recreation mostly. Next time my blood cancer aren't going to let me live this down. And if that is the epitome of my worries, then this whole my chest was worth it.
Let me just check chat again. Yeah, I know. I have thought about it, and I will probably do it. No, it wasn't. It shouldn't ever have come to this. I'm not sure I'll be able to forgive you anytime soon, but I do thank you for saving my son another nasty one of these. I didn't expect you to be so selfless. What's come over you?
Sorry.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you.
Like I said, I'd just rather a world where Pep still exists. It was my choice to make.
It should have been me. But you're braver than I am, I spare for you. For you for saving Pep, I was frozen in fear. Hey, think not of it. It's but a small service in the face of all the wrongs I did upon you and your family. Well, for what it's worth, I'm ready to begin resolving things with you. It will take time. The schism between us has grown vast. But if I've learned anything, it's that only love can repair a battlefield of hatred.
Aw, glad that's on the way to being sorted.
Like peas and carrots, right, Tristy?
That's good. The less that can divide us from within, the stronger we can stand against what comes from without.
That's a good line. So here's Eschaton, the 12th cinematic.
You are all blind fools. You think you know best, but I know how this ends.
Interesting things are about to come after the cinematic.
You'll end in a complete all-out war.
Great things are about to happen.
So predictable. You never change.
So yeah. I was working on a scene, like between Folly and Desperia, but it sort of broke the canon of how events progress, so I ended up scrapping it. I mean, it's still there in the game files, but it's off. It's on Self Switch A, and there's no way to activate it beyond turning on the Self Switch A of the event, which doesn't have an event page other than the one that's requires Self Switch A on. So the way to make it active is just to tick on. It's just to tick off require Self Switch A. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. And as it is, as like Folly has already had such a huge limelight in this game. She's the star of 2 really high-def cinematics with several frame-by-frame animations. Like, she's on the verge of getting more attention than the main characters, and that's not good, because she's meant to be a side character. A pretty major side character. But, you know, no more major than Pep, or Rolly, or Limbo, or Kara, etc. There's Folly's, like, wings being, like, Folly's Sarazen form being foreshadowed. And there's her Apotropaism being foreshadowed. Nice amount of foreshadowing in that one. Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to bash the mic. Let me be alone for a moment. I was not ready for that. That thing you just did? I don't think anyone was. Oh no, she's crying tears. For a second, Blue. I recommend having a small nap. Zenania is gonna be an exciting ordeal. Yeah, but not just yet. Damn it, I was really starting to get attached to that place. Now it's gone. I may be from Galaxia, but I was exiled long before I'd call it home. Earth became my real home. Now it's gone, all of it. I should rest. It's unusual for me to be this mopey. I'd recommend you do so as well. I know things are bleak right now, but don't lose hope. You must feel awful. Go have a nap. It won't cure that regret entirely, but it will help you get your head straight. Oh, it's a really good scene here too. It's just an optional, like, Flavor-Tasia-esque one, but it's got a lot of heart to it. How much longer can we go on like this? I've never been more afraid of someone in my life, not even Asperia comes close. Nothing will be achieved without sacrifice. It's not like we killed all those people. Ye is just trying to destroy our hopes, our dreams. We can't let her win. It feels like we'll have to become a monster to defeat one, but my hope is winning too. It's been made clear that destroying an embodiment isn't possible, even if defeating one in combat is. Say, Explode, what was it Folly saw? She's been acting strange ever since she took that foray to your lab. It's true that I don't think Asperia is solely to blame for her recent behavior. There's something else upsetting her. A lot happened during that whole fiasco at the lab, so it could be a lot of things. If I had to take an educated guess, she's been forced to accept that she's small, insignificant in the plans of our universe. Perhaps it was seeing Laz or that gateway. All of it was pretty damning. Wait, hold on just a second. Pop the brakes. A who and a what? Just what have you been up to? I'm aware you've been a double agent, but you've always truly been on our side. That being said, some of the stuff you get up to still worries me. I don't ask because they'll probably just frighten me. Folly would tell it best. You can ask her. You say that, knowing full well that not only would it probably upset her, but that she doesn't know it as you do. I'm tired of repeating myself only to have people call me dangerous or worrisome. I've been secretly fighting the real war with you longer than most of you have been alive. It was never my intent to make it your business.
I wanted the best for you, which is why I kept all this dark nitty-gritty to myself. I'm not trying to caricaturize some sort of grim inventor.
Well, I trust you. I mean, you've been my dad for all my years, so it's not like you've got bad intent.
I don't know you as well as Spettle's Fem. But if Svally is having a rough time due to your antics, forgive me if I can't so easily be calm. You knew what was going to happen to all of us, even yourself. You played right into it, encouraging us to our graves. I can't trust someone so apathetic.
Whoa, the hell? Kara, where on earth did you get the idea I knew all that was going to happen?
I got it out of the one whose eyes you shared. At first I believed Nexon was just playing mind games, but he's needlessly honest. You were watching us the whole time like we were actors in a big play. That's kinda cruel, you know?
The alternative was telling you that you were all going to die. Not only would that have been mean, but you'd probably have persevered regardless. I just wanted to support you, you know? Even if I knew it was all fruitless, it's not like there's anything I could do about it.
I guess that's fair. You've always been very secretive, so it's easy to assume the worst about you. It might just be losing all traces I had of a home getting to me. But I have to wonder how in hell we are going to be able to fix whatever's going on out there. I thought after the 314th clash was surprisingly successful that we'd just be able to enjoy our reality, but there's no end to this, is there? I can see why Svally is behaving strangely. This is taking a toll on all of us. Ye has shown us that she doesn't need to erase us to make our lives hell. I can barely take this anymore. Just how much more tragic shit is going to have to happen through us before we get a break from all this bloodshed and nastiness?
I've never seen you like this, Kara. You're usually so strong and confident.
Does this have something to do with your brother?
As in, your actual brother, not your adopted ones.
I get the feeling you miss him. Why'd you have to go and bring that up? I don't even know how to find him. He was always inscrutable. Everyone else reached out to me, but I've never seen him since we parted ways. I fear the worst has happened. Seeing what you can do now, I fear I may have missed my chance forever. If so, I'll never see him. Ever. I thought when we learned about how death doesn't mean the end, that I'd be able to tell him I was foolish. But I've never seen him, in death or in life. It's like he never existed after we parted ways. I will never be able to discard that guilt.
Kara, come on. There's no point dragging yourself down with what could have happened. I'm sure your bro's proud of you. So yeah, very heartfelt scene. Very cute. Yeah, Tristy loves her blueberries. She's very nice. She thinks they're very nice. They're her icon basically, yeah. She really likes them. So speaking of, let's talk to these people. Among which is Tristy. Oh hey, here's Kira.
In seconds, and not even many. 60,000 years of history and over 7 billion inhabitants dead. I had heard of the Insidious Architect was a power not to be reckoned with, but I could never have imagined just how cold, cruel, and destructive she truly is.
Makes you look like a bit of a softie, Asperia.
I'm not competing for the title of Cosmos' most destructive psycho. I'd never do away with Earth, even if I had no friends there. Wasting 7 billion souls worth of feed is just wasteful. I think if pushed this way, it could be colder and cooler.
I don't doubt that. This isn't a check when you're Asperia.
I'm just stating facts.
Unlike ye, who would destroy a planet before they've had much chance to know what's coming.
You are very deliberate, personal, and enjoy tormenting people.
It appears you now are mistress of it too, well.
That much is my fault. I was a very big part of Svally's life. For better or worse.
Definitely worse, but I think we've moved past that by now.
Mistress, how is your abdomen feeling?
It's not very bad now. Svally has healed me enough for my Heldathian regeneration to be able to do the rest.
Thank you for that, Folly. You didn't have to do that. I don't intend to make it my habit to be a guardian angel for you, but I felt I had to repay you for saving my son another nasty event. You may think you've kept it hidden from me, but if you were simply a guardian angel, I'd have not been healed nearly so quickly. Nothing goes unnoticed by you, does it? If you keep up being so likable, you'll never have to find out what power I truly command. I will try to make it so that when I do find out, it won't be because I have gotten on your bad side. Seeing the sight of you for no longer being blinded by my grief is really comfy, actually. I'm sure you've always had this sweeter side to you. I just never saw it during my life due to the side you were on and the side I was on. You're not wrong. This fairy can actually be really generous, kind, and loving. Chloe knows, as Chloe is a good friend of Asperia, right? Like Kira and Kian, you are indeed an invaluable friend, Chloe. And I'm glad the City's architect didn't erase you because I would sorely miss you. Yeah. Have you any other good friends beyond those three and Nexon? I'm not counting Fioria, she is more of a lover. She isn't with us, but yes, she's a soul catcher like me, and goes by Anathema. We ascended the Dark Seraphim together as a team, earning us the title of Scourge Sisters. Anathema decided she was more happy to just be a soul catcher, and never went through the arduous process of ascending to Sarazai like I did. Do you think we'll meet her at some point? It's a definite possibility. So, pro tip, Anathema will actually be an optional boss. Yeah, no, she can just hide those, and she often does. Alright, speaking of, soul catchers. All planets die eventually, though the Earth was still rather young. Now we get to burn like Chloe did, but I feel we shouldn't be so apathetic. Many here were attached to it. You have your reasons for disliking the place. This I understand. Not everyone was lucky enough to get a loving family and a solid circle of friends. It's nice to meet you, Swelly. I believe this is our first time? On amicable terms, yes. But surely you remember when we fought those years ago. It does ring a bell. But of course I had this look going. Aha! Now I remember. You fought all three of us and Asperia and lived to tell of it. Apologies, I did neither to remember. Well, I'll consider us even. Seeing as I can't even remember your name. I only remember Chloe's because she speaks in the third person at varying intervals. You're welcome for Chloe's charming manner of speaking. The name's Kion, and I don't doubt that if you try taking Asperia now, you may be telling a different story. She wouldn't need our help. That would imply I had any intent to fight her. I know you are proud of me, Kion, but keep the vague warnings for those who deserve it. Yes, mistress, apologies, Folly. You're forgiven, even if only because Asperia isn't the only one who has grown. Scared to ask, but did you ascend to a seraphim? Something like that. That fails to explain why you didn't stop Pat from going to get his shit kicked in. That's because I was using my hatred for you as the source of all the powers instead of my love for him. Using hatred for angelic purposes? No wonder you failed. Don't be mean, Chloe. I think it's also because I knew I was doing something wrong, deep down. So I didn't put my all into it. When I snapped into that state, I had very little control of my actions. I'm just glad Pep is so resilient. It seems Asperia gave you post-traumatic stress disorder. In the way you were killed, it wouldn't be too surprising. It's possible, though I don't believe you were there to witness my demise. As far as the eyes have told us, we know a large majority of what happened. Those of us who chose to watch, anyway. Chloe certainly did. Asperia is a joy to watch in action. It may not appeal to you as you aren't a creature of malicious intent like most soul catchers are, but I wanted to see her succeed. Seeing her big emotional tournament was incredibly interesting, though. It sounds like you blindly follow her with no regard for those she hurts or hunts. You know, it's rude to talk about somebody when they're right behind you. You are mostly right, though, Folly.
I would follow a spirit to the edges of time, space, and into unreality itself. The only part you are wrong about is that I do so blindly. I am quite aware of the content I invest in. It's so hard to understand why people enjoy you so much, Asperia. Is there something I'm missing? I want to understand. I think I'm ready to at least try now.
Well, it's easy. For some people enjoy malicious people, and some people enjoy destruction and sabotage. Some, on the other hand, enjoy nicer things like love, family, and lack of aggression. It's merely a difference in taste. Anyone who chooses to dwell in Helldeath is likely to have an appetite for cruelty, while those who choose Galvana are more likely to enjoy watching more wholesome deeds. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. But it means I have to accept that my son may not be as charitous as I'd like. Not wrong, but also not true. Pep is a good person. He has helped people in ways words cannot describe. He's helped me, and you, and many more. He's the best of both, like the cherubim, aligned with both Galvana and Helldeath. He does like destruction, but he also likes to see people happy. He's difficult to explain, but I think Pep was the best thing to happen to me. Me too, I suppose. Even if it took me this long to fully see why. You clowns do know I can hear you, right? You know it wouldn't be beyond me to kill you, seeing as one of your best friends has already attempted it today. Noted, I shall keep my ejections to myself. That brat really knows how to dampen our spirits. If she continues on such rampages, we put any planet we travel to at risk.
What choice have we but to take that risk? This sucks. It really is like she said. Our gift will be our deliverance to hell. I'm sorry I was so clingy, Pip. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you for good. Mom, please, don't cry. You make me cry too. I can't help it. I feel so bad for slamming you against the wall like that, and was trying to make it anyone else's problem. Please, come here. I need a hug, and I need it bad. Jeez. Alright. I'm sorry for everything I've done in the past 25 hours. And I'm sorry for making you worry so much. I don't want to let go. No. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can Chloe be cured? I mean, she's not. No. Chloe is Chloe. She's very happy with who she is. Don't know, but she might have been. I don't know much about the past of the Soul Catchers. All I know is, Kyon is from the Ukraine. Freaking Kira is from I think she's from the Caribbean. Jamaica, most likely. And then, like, Chloe is from the Philippines. You don't have to, not for a while yet. Get all the hugging you can. Honestly, we should show the Intelligence Architect that kind of love. She might melt right on the spot. That might be harder to make sincere, but I appreciate the idea. Right, I missed Chloe. How could I?
Chloe's not incredibly attached to Earth. She was born there, yes. That I was also painfully killed there.
Beg my pardon if this is personal, but where did you live before that happened? Oh, speaking of.
Manila, the Philippines. Why does Miss Mothercat ask?
I think it was just solely curiosity for once.
Are you blushing?
No, don't be ridiculous.
Ah, perhaps Miss Folly likes Chloe a little?
If that is why I'm blushing, then consider me perplexed. We aren't compatible at all.
Is Miss Folly sure she doesn't want to give Chloe a chance?
Putting aside all of the issues of our anatomical incompatibility and that I don't have much love for your kind, I've already got a boyfriend.
You're no longer a mortal. You don't need to stay attached to your mortal sensibilities. If you truly like Chloe and she likes you, then that's all the reason to drop those symptoms of mortality holding you back.
It's not even about that. If Spet started seeing other women, it wouldn't bother me. Dating a soul catcher after what they did to my family is a disgusting proposal. Furthermore, it's just purely incompatible. I'm a cat and Chloe is
cute and lovely as butter.
She's all thought of this at once. I'm not dating a fucking soul catcher. Sorry if I owe Chloe seemed pushy. It's okay. I'm still reeling from having my home utterly decimated. So many people just died. Some having no idea why. My heart was begging me to scream in anguish, but I didn't want to scare the stuffing out of everyone. I'm so sad. Do you still care about mortal life, even after having seen where they are destined to go? Of course I do. I'm not strong enough to be apathetic like you or many immortals. To me, death is a horrible experience, and I do not wish it upon anyone. I know we've only started to bury the hatchet, but if there's any way I can help you out, please, let me know. The billions of mortals that just died didn't reach me, but your tears and your oaths, they have. I might take you up on that offer. Chloe still loves you and you can't stop me. You can love me from a distance as much as you like. If you try to take things further, however, I'll annihilate you in an instant. Fucking Swally, don't mince words. Speaking of Swally, time to talk to her. How good will be our deliverance to her indeed, Architect. Indeed. If she is to keep her word, every planet we visit is going to be put at risk. She would kill everyone before she lets us win. This is the dark path we now walk. It could get even worse. Death is one thing. If she starts erasing worlds, well, I'm gonna start having trouble pardoning the means to our end. I knew picking a fight with an embodiment was always going to be a rocky road of hardship. The worst part is, she's only getting started. She will abuse our guilt, our expectation, our hope, and our morality. If you are sure this is the road you are to walk, then I will openly welcome you. But if you wish to run, then I won't be the one to blame you. Shut up, Asperia. Even if I wasn't one of the symbols, I doubt I would run at this point. If she wins, absolutely everything we know will be reset, and the cosmos will revert to its cyclical destructive phase. In total, all of everything will not only die, but be erased. If this path is the one that leads to anything even a slight bit brighter, then it is a path I am willing to walk to its end. I'm ready to die as many times as I must in order to secure our surreal cosmic progeny. Of this much I am certain. And for that I am proud of you, Folly. Yeah, so she's got her resolve now. Paradise Lost. I always knew my path would lead to some dark behavior from the one I seek to oppose. But this was unprecedented. Ye has kept her word. I have never felt so lost. I want this all to be a dream, but I know that it isn't. This is it, my perfect nightmare. Being indirectly responsible for the deaths of several billion people. It is too much to bear. Tristy, I see that look. You worry for me. You worry that I may do something foolish. Wouldn't be my first time doing so. Yeah, Chloe is great. Like, every fucking conversation that Chloe's involved in just turns to gold. Just, mwah, bellissimo. Not long ago, maybe that would have made sense, but I'm not that girl anymore. And I am done with running. I have too much to live for now. And what worst was the closest thing I had to a home, my family is all here. Forever together happily is the oath we made. And so, forever together we shall stay. Couldn't have said it better myself. Man, I have had a rough day. First drop kicked by Asperia, then wall slammed by my mom, continued with a nasty kick from Terror Bitch and having my home world destroyed. I actually know Joe going to fucking die right now. If only it was so easy. Death just gives you a more permanent, potentially immoral resurgence. Why do you think I was so apathetic to the notion of killing you to save your... Well, I was gonna say skin, but... I knew I was forgetting something. One of my best friends attempting to murder me. I hope that won't haunt you too much. At the time, it just seemed like the only way. That's fine. Do you have any idea how many of my friends have tried to kill me? You're a tough rascal to put down, gotta give you that. I mean, Asperia could have killed me 80 times over if that had been her goal. Have you ever tried to kill you, Pepe? Once, yeah. I was thinking about warning to see if I could face my mortality, but that fateful walk was when I met you. From then on, everything changed. Sad day, and I say that now with not a bit of humorous intent. All those people, they did nothing wrong, yet we buckles, we who have done, are still alive. Wake me up, Pepe, I am done with this dream. You know that isn't possible, Rolly. It's gone, and it won't be coming back. It's not fair. Life really is. So many good memories. My only home gone. Just like that. I wish she would have just done away with me when she had the chance.
Don't say that, Pep. Good grief, don't even think it.
An endless sad day. Is there no comfort to be gotten? You crying? Well, seems it's time to get you back. A hug? Oh, for me? What are pals for if we can't even support each other in our time of need?
Don't you leave me out.
Wouldn't dream of it. Come on, group hug. Thanks, Pat, for your interest, eh? We may have lost our home, but our family is still intact. Oh, it's so awesome. Let's get the fuck back to sleep. This is too goddamn wholesome. I have not had enough apple blood for this. Oh hey, it's Fiore. This is new.
Don't mind me, I'm just keeping out of everyone's hair. They're all a bit touchy currently. And not in a good way.
Of course you had to insert a fucking sex joke into it. Alright, so. Yeah, okay, I don't get that reference at all. Because I have not watched The Three Musketeers. So yeah, things are about to go down.
Hey, Nama, I need a bit of a pick-me-up. You look terrible. What happened out there? Earth just got entirely obliterated. Everyone is so sad. I had a feeling you would start swinging her right around before long, but that's totally not cool of her. They make really nice food, Lumi. She will pay dearly.
Oh, that face.
We'll have to find somewhere else. Once we get your body back anyway, however that's going to happen. Civil cosmic progeny is the priority. My body be damned. There's no point in one if there's nothing around to enjoy. How did you even lose your body in the first place? It was, much like my sister's, taken away from us. You see, while I may approach you as a singular entity like my three sisters approach your others, we were once a single being. We were shattered into beings we are now. We'd like to reunite with our shattered selves and reform what we once were. But for now, we... Uh-oh. You have company, Lumi. I have to go. And you should wake up. Please wake up. If you don't, Leave. I hate you. You took away everyone's cheer, everyone's home. You're a monster. Don't tell me what to do, you little brat. If you had just done as I asked from the start, none of this would have happened. You're the one who chose to blow up Earth. Trying to paint me as the villain for not supporting your ridiculous demands of slavery to morally blackmail me isn't going to work. Just go away. Okay. So you are truly distraught. Now you know how I feel in my life every waking moment. Do you really think it's fair to do the same thing to us that's been done to you? Hurting others won't heal whatever has been done to you. Don't presume I am unaware of that. This simulation is the only place I had to escape to. You little shits keep ruining it. It may be an escape for you, but it's all we have. We don't exist outside it. Our homes and families may not mean anything to you, but to us they mean everything. None of us asked for any of this. We didn't choose to be born into slavery. We didn't get to decide anything. Now people are suffering because you're upset and not because of anything they've done. Really, just how can you be so cold and heartless? You still don't understand, do you? What you're actually doing here? I'm not doing this because I want to be mean. I'm doing all that I am to protect you and the cosmos. But how foolish am I? Why did I expect you to understand? You mortals and your ambition, your entitlement to more than you deserve is the exact reason a certain someone is going to succeed and ruin everything for me, and definitely for you. If you'd have accepted your role as goddess, we could have fought that mad woman together, but here you are again, always letting me down!
Stop, please stop!
Only if you and your sisters will. There is only one way to save your cosmos, to protect it from the evil I'm trying in vain to guard you all from.
Stop, just stop, please.
That will be enough. Okay, yeah, I can see that. It's a pretty good trial.
Who dares?
Relentless, aren't you?
You. Of course it was you.
We shall leave introductions until later. I'm just here to ensure you don't break the little bunny protege here.
I've seen you before, but you aren't partial here?
I am astrally projecting myself, but to the one tormenting you, make no mistake. I pose a threat that is very real.
This is your only warning, Defiler. Leave by volition or leave by oblivion.
Your threats do not concern me, Outrider. I know all of your tricks. Or perhaps this time the embodiment of terror herself is showing fear. You might want to wake up, Lumi. I cannot hold her off you forever.
Don't have to tell me twice or even once.
The man of 1,000 names. You've been inferring with these girls, How awful. Can't you just keep your hands to yourself?
Were you not the one invading her dreams just now? She has the destiny to realize, as do you. Now, haven't we learned that such simple barbarics won't work on one like me?
Everything you do annoys me, but at least unlike her, you're mostly harmless.
Oh, you underestimate me. I would laugh if I was emotionally capable.
These old tricks again. Even your lab rat has better material.
Oh, she's going to surprise me for sure. Just know that soon. Very, very soon. I shall unmake you. MF Lazarus just pulling the big daddy energy. Big bro energy of just protecting his little sisters. Very cute. Sort of. It's weird. It's fucking hard to make comparisons like that.
What? What are you doing in my bed? Were you waiting for me to wake up?
You were visited, weren't you? By her.
Yeah.
How on earth did you know? Having a fit in your sleep is a pretty large giveaway. You were moaning in pain a bit, too. I'm guessing she wasn't screwing around.
No. She decided to give me a nightmare, and it was not a fun time. I tried to tell her to go away, then I reasoned with her, but it was no use. But then that weird partial dude showed up and helped me out. The one that helps Blow and Koshi build respective gateways. Probably Tristy, too.
Say, that day before we all played volleyball on the beach together, when you slept, do you remember a plea for help from him in your dreams? Coco mentioned having it, so I thought you may have too.
Yeah, actually. So if all three of us had it, that means it wasn't any dream, but a communication. He said he missed his sisters.
You don't suppose that he may be referring to the anyway inside us, do you?
That seems unlikely. Even Nama stated in my dream just then that she has only 3 sisters.
Unless the fifth shares MF Lazarus' condition, is what that says. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I have some helpful information that may help us work this out. Oh, good, Coco. What have you learned? What if MF Lazarus is in fact Tristy's father?
The Untitled notion could barely be said to exist at all. Seems a bit too much of a similar story to be mere coincidence.
That does seem likely, but how will that help matters?
Perhaps Tristy will know more. That's what I was getting at, yes. If Tristy is aware of her father, then it seems she would know more than us. And here she is. Well, when I said I saw much of you and much of me in you, I was far from wrong.
Tristy.
Unfortunately, my father, the one who created me and my entire race, does not tell me much. It was from the city's architect herself that I became aware of what would come, and it was from my father's books that I learned most else, with Lisa's help to decode the minefields font he writes in. He himself has told me very little, and I'm afraid I probably know even less about him than you do, only that he, as a Galaxian, would not be capable of having sisters. He may, of course, be using sister metaphorically, or, of course, you may be right. A fifth anyway may change everything. We can safely assume Yi doesn't know anything of it, though her sister certainly might. Thank you for the help, Tristy. No worries. For now, I'd advise you keep it to yourselves. We should plan around what we actually know, not mere hypothesis. Good call. Nothing is cement yet, but I'll keep it in mind. I suppose we best go see if Sacred Blue is ready to depart for wherever we are going now. Sounds good. I think it was Anania. Lumi, Lilac, and Coco, please report to the bridge. There's our cue.
Let's go!
After you, Lumi. Very cute scene. Yeah, so, thing about Lazarus. He bioengineered a lot of species. Not just the proto-kangaroos, which is Tristy and Nasha and every single fucking kangaroo that has any relevance in the games. He also engineered a lot of other stuff, but I'll go into that at some other point when it's actually a relevant topic. For now, we've got people to talk to. New people. Yes, there is new events. I've added more clutter to things. Now, how will I get radioactive truffles, or help Peppy get out of trouble, or steal from the markets? We all had a lot of good memories in that place, but the fact is that it is gone. Well, then we'll just have to make new memories. Find new markets to steal from, new trees to get royally snacked on in a game of tag. A world is but a vessel for memories. So long as we hold each other close, the memories will always resurface in one way or another. Sage Pep is back and right on time. As long as we stick together, any world will do. Yeah, forever together happily, guys. Now there's the lummox I know and love. Forever together. That's always nice when one of us feels down, we can strut each other up and get our high spirits back. Forever together. Aww, so cute. Nah. Oh yeah, these guys have also got their own dialogue. I'm not sure if it's been properly fleshed out yet. Hello, Lumi, Lilac, and Coco. Dad and I are just watching through the transmission to see if there was any information revealed we didn't notice during the initial shock. We don't expect to find much, but it's worth a try. I suppose it'd only be natural he'd be here. Who are you talking about, Dad? MF Lazarus, my partner in crime, so to speak. Not alarming at all. Not alarming in the least. Glad to hear it. That was a joke. This is in fact very full screechy levels of alarming. You get him, Dad. Did you just laugh? That is less alarming, but still considerably noteworthy. Because Sven, I'm not sure you noticed, he barely ever laughs. Hello, Ghost. Sven and I are just watching through the transmission to see if there was any information revealed we didn't notice during the initial shock. We didn't expect to find much, but it's worth a try. They just switch their conversation pieces around. I wouldn't expect anything. I've studied that triangle-eyed demon for 70 years. All I have to show for it is a heavy heart and a heavier feeling of loss. Feels like all I did was in vain. Nah, I don't believe that for a second. I appreciate the comfort, but the fact remains that the ballsy Kangi had more luck than I did. Well, if MF Lazarus found interest in you, it was probably for good reason. From what little I've heard, he has backed very few people. I know little of him, but it seems he helped the kangaroo and the father of Lumi, Coco, and Lilac here too, all of which are reported to have built weird triangular portal things. It's true, building one of those takes considerable effort. I expected Laz to be upset when Sacrable shattered mine, but he seemed pleased, as if it was all part of his plan. I doubt anyone can really comprehend him. I'm not a genius, so I can't really pretend to understand anything about that. You get him, Dad. I could hazard guesses, but the scope is too far above my level of worldly expertise. There's just too much we don't know. I find it refreshing in a way. Mysteries yet unsolved, secrets still hidden in this vast cosmos. Gives your old man plenty to look into. Yeah, you'll not be getting bored anytime soon. Oh. Father, son, and granddad. Ah, it's a pleasure to see you again, Angels of Hope. My boys are just checking out the transmission you delivered to us, just to make sure there weren't any clues hidden among her words and actions. That spell circle of hers is pretty ominous. Though I can't make heads or tails of most of the symbols. If there was a clue in there, we'd need someone who speaks in whatever Ye's native language is to know it. What always shocks me is how quickly it was over. It took less than a second between her beam impacting Earth to a full-blown explosion. Even the Galaxians didn't have that kind of firepower. The fact she casually did it with one hand really puts into perspective how gentle she is when she kicks us around. Though that does raise a question. Why has she refrained from killing any of us? Knowing what she's capable of, she easily could have killed a Sparrow or Pep if she'd put more behind it. Perhaps she'd prefer to see us suffer the wound. Or, just perhaps, she's not doing any of this because she wants to. Didn't she say she was the first guardian? I would presume she is more of a protector of the cosmos than a tormentor of it, and what we've been doing has simply been seen as destructive by her. It's only a theory, based on a few things we've learned, but if it's true, I'm sure we'll learn of it sooner than later. You truly did get your granddad's wits. I think you might be onto something, my boy. For now, though, I think it'd be safer to assume the worst. We'll keep a close eye on future encounters. Much as I don't like to say it, they will come. It's only inevitable. Ooh. Grim tidings from Granddad. New markets, he said. No, I said new markets, which lined up with, like, what, you know, what else was said. Alright, let's go talk to Laz. I'm gonna save here under a new file, because I'm not sure this will work. It's a bit of an event here.
Care to explain yourself? Don't play dumb. I know you're aware of your presence in my dream just then.
Apologies, I wasn't sure if you were Nama or a host for a moment there.
I'll ask again. Do you care to explain yourself?
You seem angry. Why? I don't know what you mean. Explain myself how.
Who is the real one pulling the strings?
Oh, you found out already.
Didn't expect to see you of all people using a tilde.
My host is a little less feminine than I. It's good to speak with you again, sister. It's nice to see you've picked such a nice host.
None of that was really planned. I just got lucky. So if I'm...
the fuck? So if oh, that's meant to be the red text.
So if I'm her sense of justice, while the others are her pride, love, and fear, that makes you...
Her hatred.
Did she know hatred?
More than you can imagine.
Hey, knock it off, you two. This is giving me a headache.
As you wish, dear Louis. Thank you for bringing your enemy to see her sister. It's been longer than comprehension since she has seen her others.
Is there even a number for it?
About 3 quadrillion years, and that is no hyperbole. Oops, and that isn't hyperbole. Our cosmos is very, very old. Your father is about that age, which is pretty interesting, isn't it?
That is insanely old. I didn't know that. Say, Yaranui, what's her name?
That secret must remain mine for now. I'd also ask you to keep our little exchange hushed. Zero cosmic progeny depends on it.
You got it.
Thank you, Lumi. I must be off now. Yep, so that's that. Pretty cool little event. Just a cute little Easter egg that actually shows Enoi interacting. It's not finished yet, as you saw. There's a few text codes that aren't properly done. And a couple other mishaps. Oh right, yes, there is more. I'm genuinely sad about this. I love that world, and in less than a second it was reduced to bedrock. I'll get over it, but I'm just gonna dwell on it some more. Don't mind me. Aww. Always though. Alright, let me see if anyone's in here. Because yeah, I added a fair bit of extra like stuff. Because this phase was really empty. So I wanted to add a bit more life to things. I should have Tiramisu in here making herself coffee. That would be very funny, I think. But I think she's up on the roof. Yeah, she is. I'm gonna go up on the roof then. We're going up to the roof. There's nothing you can say to change my mind. Oh, Kara's up here too. Very cool. I don't know really... Oops, right, fuck. I forgot she's got Raiden's voice now. I don't really know what she hoped to accomplish with her little hissy fit. It only made us more determined to defy her. I'll do them all proud. By all those who lost their life today, I swear to help bring about the surreal cosmic progeny they all dreamed of. Aww, she got her resolve too. I'll deal with it. I just need some time alone time to sort out my emotions. That's what she says. She's hit quite hard by it. Don't mind me. I'm just getting my thoughts together. Alright, so we could do this optional event. And honestly, we might. It's a pretty good scene. Yeah, that wasn't... Yeah, that wasn't Lumi talking. That was Nama. She was just using Lumi, like, as a thing. Like, as was admitted later. Lazarus said it's nice to talk to my sister after. It's nice for you know what he said. And Lumi said, "Hey, can you guys stop it? I'm getting a headache." So yeah, that was Nama, literally, like, using Lumi's body and voice to speak to Laz. So it's the first time we've actually seen her channel her voice through Lumi. 25 minutes left. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, how long ago was that said? Very recently. Okay. Svarli's face of guilt. Indulge. Good grief. Svarli? Hey, when did you get here? I don't know, Blushy. Did you get shit-faced drunk, or are we interrupting something? So ruthless! How can you be so cruel? Sorry, I just realized I had my mouth really close to my mic. So ruthless! How can you be so cruel? Jesting aside, I just feel bad. I'd been so sternly accusational of Asperia without realizing how close she and Pep had become. They get on so well I'd not know they were enemies unless I'd been there to see it. It's just hard to forgive her. I'm not sure I'm truly ready to move on yet, even though I want to. But it's my problem, so I went and had a talk to myself, thinking no one would catch me up. I'm done making my personal issues everyone else's. I mean, if she literally gave you post-traumatic stress disorder, I don't think you have to forgive her. Not unless you want to. Being wary of someone like that isn't a flaw, it's just common sense. Everyone wants everybody to get along and for some reason expects that bad blood forged in the tragic past can be put aside like it never happened. While I do think it's a bad idea to be a victim of the past, using the past as a means of deducting plausibilities of the future is not only a good thing, it's literally what experience boils down to. But surely you know that. I think what's happening here is you're being forced to ask questions you never needed to ask before. And that can be scary, emotionally taxing as well.
When you unlocked your ascension as a seraphim to help us deal with your Danoi, I never expected you to be so melancholy. But that does remind me. Your power's even greater than that, isn't it?
Not at all. Just where do you get these ridiculous ideas? I'd soon think you had brainworms.
You sound very convincing, and I really 100% believe you.
What's with that look? Do you take me as a liar, Lumi? But, all that aside, I don't want to make people jealous unless I have to, you know? Being so smug. You're not a tease at all. Well, if it makes you feel any better, a physical demonstration would be the best way to witness it anyway. Knowing my son, we all know he's going to give you that chance. He seems to be an iron magnet for trouble and life-threatening situations. He gets it from his father. It's bad. Yeah, he does strike me as more of the pep side of the family. Energetic name and all. As for whatever powers you truly possess, I'm honestly more nervous than I am excited. Seeing what you're capable of in merely this state is reason enough. It's okay to be nervous. It is only natural. Just know that I fight for what I love, my family and my friends. Love's no malaise. Some may tell you it's just chemical reactions. Some may tell you it's fairyland bullshit. How we pity them. Loveless fools making loveless lies for loveless egos. You sure are spitting facts here. I personally just don't have any interest in it. But I wouldn't be so presumptuous to say love is bullcrap or anything. It's not for everyone. Love isn't an easy street either. In fact, you could say it puts life on hard mode for basically ever. Love is constantly challenged. By those jealous, by those who don't believe in it, and even yourself. Further, to lose a loved one is, well, look at the sad mess I am. Is it worthwhile? Absolutely. Sure, I may be sad now and many times, but I'd rather a heart that is battered and bruised than a heart that has never once beat.
Is some of this perhaps you stealing from when Tristy scolded you?
Tristy didn't say anything particularly nasty, but it hit me hard because of the truth behind it. My distrust of Vesperia had begun to define who I was more than love did.
So you could prevent yourself being hurt again.
Dear Goddess, I'm more like her than I realized.
Everyone tries to bar themselves off from being fragile. It's not remotely uncommon. You don't have to worry that we're alike.
Seriously? This was supposed to be my little sulk to myself. Why is everyone pestering me?
Having a feel-bad party without inviting me. That's kind of selfish, you know.
You're one to talk.
I know. Just felt like you should know that, at least from my perspective, there's a chasm the size of 2 universes between you and me. You'll never be as evil and entirely off as me, sorry to say.
I admit the architect has brought out the worst in me. I don't like the idea of Pep dying, but at least in the back of my mind I know he's got something bright at the end of the tunnel. Erasure has no such luxury. Back then I did not know he had no plans to do that. I was shocked when Pep ended up at my feet at all. I thought he was going to be gone forever. The architect kicks like you do. I recognized the wound immediately. With nails like hers, it's unsurprising she has a few tricks from my book. If she's to be believed, then she's responsible for most mortals and immortals alike. Unfortunately, knowing how she is wont to tell the harsh truth, it's unlikely she's lying. But if we're all just pieces in a simulation, what is all this for? Did they create us just to torment us? Is this all for their amusement? We have lived our lives, died and lived more, and yet now we have to learn she and her twin just created us for a purpose we may not even want to understand. It's bullcrap. We may as well be pieces in a game, toys in a stupid little toy box.
Swally, hey! Calm now, shh. Don't let the big stupid architect scare you. The black heart of a demoness is a soft core after all. Oh, shush. I gotta get Swally back for the kindness she's shown me at some point. I should warn you to let go of me. I'm not used to being hugged by demons.
Do your worst. I know full well you could shake me off if you wanted.
Duh, surprise you.
I guess I really do need this. How pathetic am I, consorting with demons to make me feel better.
Hey, next time your golden boy inevitably gets himself in trouble, let's save him together. Your own. That's a promise, guys. I think me and Swally are done just looking pretty on the sidelines. Don't make it too easy for us. So yeah, that's that. And that is time, probably. Yeah, of course you would. I wouldn't put it that far, because another scene happened, and I'm gonna share it because you haven't fucking vanished yet. And I'm gonna fucking abuse that. Put that on a t-shirt and sell it. Alright. Now, just after Calamity Sunrise. Bedrooms, here's probably it. Bingo. There we go. Svali's eyes look dead, as if her soul no longer has function. Her breath is cold, except of her usual angelic warmth. Chill with her. What do you want? Are you okay? Do I look okay? If you're feeling touchy, we can leave you be. I'm sorry, none of this is your fault. I shouldn't take it out on you. Seems I've at last lived up to my role as a big nasty. You were right, Mum, I'm sorry. Eh? You knew something like this would happen. I honestly knew it too. I just always done things that way. I figured I could keep to my fiction first, worry later policy, but I've just been making everyone worried. What a fool I've been. This is my fault. I'm sorry. We're all fools sometimes. I feel cold. Heat. It feels like it's draining from my body. It is. You are dying. I'm afraid there is no way we can reverse it. I just hope you wake on the other side like I did. Otherwise it was all for nothing. You mean that crazy powerful form you unlocked? Does it require something? The worst kind of thing. I just took a quick trip to Helda to ask Sekra Death about the precise conditions. It seems you will ascend no different from other mortals, Pep. You will, however, lose your cherubim, devil, and angel powers. Your new powers will be up to your choosing. As would be expected, both Jep and your angel gene will be no more. Oh yeah, them. They won't be missed. I was watching Svali's battle on one of the screens. At the end, Zolly did a thing to her. What was that about? Twist of faith. It converts positivity to negativity, but it seems it has limitations. It did resurface some nasty memories, though. Thank you for the information, Asperia. I am relieved beyond words. I'm always out of time. Before I go, care to explain how you attained that form, whatever it was? So yeah, for context, this is after Svali's whole ascension, and she got the pink eyes and shit. It's forbidden. It certainly looked like it. I'm sorry. I was going to wait until after you'd returned to tell you, as it did not be a nice thing to send you off with. You know I'm unable to hold a grudge. Just tell me. Your funeral. That form wasn't an ascension of angels, nor was it that of devils. It is called apotropism. It was Pep's soul that I used to awaken it at his own expense. What? Why are you of all people acting so shocked? It's not like you'd ever had a problem with such a thing. You could have easily not done that. All you had to do was poured out like I did with Pep. You stayed and did this, meaning it was no accident. This was deliberate. You're a true hypocrite, ignoring your own principles just to take an attempt at revenge. You dare talk to me of principles. Whoa, Mum, no, stop! Has the ugly side of you been too cowardly to come out lately, or are you making excuses no one believes in to upset me? Put those away. You know exactly what will happen if you go that inch too far. I noticed you've evaded the question and tried to reframe the blame at me. Prior to this revelation, I'd have stood there and taken it because I really didn't care what you thought of me. I can't tell even now if I do. Then why do you lecture me on principles? Because you've always made them my fucking problem. I cannot deny that. I did make it your problem. And the question still remains, why did you go that far when there was no need? Because I'm sick of watching people I love die around me and having no control over it. No power to stop it. It's torture. To watch those you love die before your eyes and know there is nothing you can do. I'd say you would have done the same for Fayori. But I honestly can't gauge if you care about her that much. Too far, bitch! No, Asperia, no! Stop! Chill! That was low, especially for you. Power, control, these are your ambitions then? They are indeed valid motives, but you've always acted like you were better than that. I would do anything for Fayori. Don't you dare bring my love for her into this! Though I wonder, Sped does seem to be distancing himself from you, doesn't he? I haven't seen you in the same room as them in a while. If you go so far as to sacrifice your son's soul for power without consent, then why should anyone trust you, Don't you think you've been forgetting your real objective here? This constant feud with me has only made them wary of the monster lurking inside of you. Or just perhaps that's what you want, to loosen yourself from the responsibility of their mortalities. If that is so, then you're not just as bad as I am. You are worse than me. Shut up. You crying? That may have hit too close to home, sorry. It seems I went overboard. No, I deserve that. I really am a piece of shit. Asperia, couldn't you have kept that until after I died? That was brutal. Sorry, Pep. It appears that my hurry comment really got under my skin. It's been a while since I've lost it like that. I've been awful ever since I boarded. I can't even see you bring out the worst in me anymore. Please, Farley, forget about me. Your family should matter far more. You've never been this woefully malicious or openly hostile, even to me. It concerned me because I know well what you're usually like. This sudden change has been a shock for everyone. It has clearly taken its toll on you as well. You are hugging me. I know I used to say I'd never do this, but you're one of the only people who truly gets me. Last time you held onto me, I felt in immense danger. Now I feel warm. I think now I'm finally ready to move on. Asperia, listen. It's clear now I'm every bit as bad as you were, or worse. I forgive you. I am so sorry. For everything. You for real? As real as it gets, demon. I'm not condoning what you did, because I doubt you would either. But I don't think I need to hold you. Don't think I need to hate you anymore. You are a selfish person, but I'd honestly have you no other way. You are what you are. I will continue to despise what you did, but not who you are. That was beautiful. I'm so glad you two finally made up. Oh, it appears I'm out of time. See you on the other side. Only red now. So yeah, he's dead, Lamau. You were the best of us, Pep. Your example will forever inspire me. Swatly, will you be alright? He is truly dead now. Not so long ago this would have really undid me. But I'm not that woman anymore. Death means so little in this war of erasure and destruction. Welcome to hell, Soulcatcher Swally. Glad you could make it. Your mentor, Asperia, is right beside you. Damn! Did I just get owned? I think I just got owned. Damn right you did. I did warn you, Swally. It's gonna be one hell of a ride. Oh, I'm sorry about, it does hurt. That you gave me no warning. But at the same time, he'd have been dead already if not for that gene. In all fairness, he got a good run out of life. Where did you get that book, anyway? It was mine. Seems a certain nosy someone helped us out. Baseless accusation. Prove it. I dare you. But yeah, I stole it from that tower you like so much. I was actually going to use it myself until I saw the requirements. Ah, you do remember the scene. Well, I just love voicing it. So yeah, I'ma just leave that there since you've already seen it, so there's no reason to repeat it. Oops. My bad. Let's go to Brisbane. Because that's always fun. And there's new stuff here. So much new stuff. This whole area has been condemned a danger zone for a while. No traffic is allowed here. When did this happen? Me and my pal have been driving around here without any pull-ups? Probably because you're the only ones exempt from it. Given this danger zone was built to protect citizens from the weird shit that happens around your estate. Like? Oh, you know, lifts exploding, airbuses being jumped on and off like they're a hopscotch game, idiots flying out of windows, oh, and my personal favourite, motorcycles running from the sky. I feel attacked. You're the savior of this world, so it's not like we hold it against you. But we wouldn't want your image being tarnished by a stray case of homicidal manslaughter. Thanks, Chief. Well, considering the alternative would be attempting to hold you accountable, I think it goes without saying this is the better option. If all of Britain or New Jersey failed to do it, we sure as hell ain't gonna try our luck. Oh, you guys know about that. I just thought we were good at avoiding the law. Your explosive manner of doing things makes me wonder if anyone on Earth doesn't know. I feel considerably less attacked and considerably more exposed, and yet also somehow comforted. Have you been abducting old ones from other worlds, Mr. Cookie Dough? You can just call me Pep, man. Also, nah, they abducted me with my consent, and freed me of a mental parasite that possessed me. I take it you're on another quest to save the cosmos, then? You could say that. We're not the stars of the show this time, though. That honor goes to the Angels of Hope here. Well, try not to make them explode. I'll be handling their lives with velvet paws. It's gloves, Mr. Cookie Dough. Yeah, knock it off. I get enough of that from Tristy. That he does. Legumes are his life. Lectures, but yeah. Could be worse destinies, I suppose. Yeah, like the lack of one. That's what me and the angels here are fighting against. The destruction of existence itself. Yeah, that sounds like your kind of adventure, alright? Call me the imposter, 'cause you got me sauced. We kind of have to monitor you somewhat, I'm afraid. So good. Tristy will get to me before you do, though. We're well aware of her tenacity. It won't come to that. Fun as it is to talk, I'd rather not distract you from your mission. Oh, you might actually be able to help in that regard. You caught Tristy doing anything within the last 5 hours? Miss Hills jammed the monitoring equipment we had installed in your complex a good many years ago. And, as it has long since been condemned, we haven't had a chance to reinstall any. I haven't seen her just walk down the road here, not when I've had a break to look around between redirecting traffic here anyway. Wily be she. Yeah, I expected as much. I suppose it was worth a try, though. If I see any activity and you are still on planet, I'll ensure you'll be the first to know. I'll say it again, cops are tops. Wouldn't go saying that in some corners of the world, though. Yeah, sucks to be anyone who doesn't live in Australia. Well, at present Thailand has its act together, as does Germany and several other countries. They may have top cops, but do they have legal truffles? That's a no. Yeah, they weren't legal in Britain. They weren't legal in Britain either. Even my rebellious red was banned there. Just tends to happen with an autocratic government who wants your order of rebels dead. The Grand British Police in Scotland Yard were disowned by the multinational police corporation after they became slave to Nixon's magic. The royalty were blamed and thought malicious, but you only need to peel off a layer or two of paint to see the real deal. Yeah, we figured it out after it was made clear there was a damned hellgate under the city. That's pretty crazy. Such was the air of perseverance. Crazy and tragic. So yeah, that's them. I'd love to keep talking, but I've distracted you enough. Now we got, fucking these two, the diners.
So is it true you knew Rolly back when he was the Green Gangster? Yeah, I was in the same gang. Though he probably doesn't remember me, as we didn't interact much. We all knew him because of his exploits. So why did you leave? Felt like I was wasting my life and would sooner get killed than get anywhere decent. I came to Australia to start anew, learned how to stop talking like a gangster and just use regular language. Any reason why you still wear the gangster clothes? That should be a different word, but whatever. I'm not incredibly wealthy, and it's a very comfy outfit. So it's functional more than anything like memorabilia. When do clothes get so expensive anyway? It's hard to find out due to a large amount of secrecy, but the largest suspect is the hegemonic fashion and clothing enterprise Fat Feline. That is someone I personally will never meet. I'm a fashion disaster, and from what I've heard, she's a classist bitch. Oh, so you have no money. Wow, don't call me out or anything! I can relate to that. Oh, excuse me. Man, don't worry, we got you. It's not like we're remotely well off either. Well, money ain't everything anyway, especially with all the free real estate. Bro, so true. I've never been happier as a dimeless dog after being in Money Town. I didn't choose the poor life, it chose me. But I can't imagine me being rich. Like I told Tristy, nobody does anything on purpose. Life isn't a plan. We don't get to choose why we exist, only how we exist. Those are some sage words there, bro. Glad you approve. Tristy was pretty impressed by it too. Sure beats my old one. Man, now you know you gotta tell us your old one. Never to plan, never to ponder, only to proactively persevere. That is pretty dope, though. Yeah, but I've played it out by now. Pep, you should do a wrap-up with your friend. That might become too obscene and not safe for a spectacle for even Top Cop over there to manage, so we will responsibly refrain from such riveting rhapsodies. One day, though, you two definitely gotta. It might just end up being the single most amazing wrap-off in post-Mammoth space. I don't want to interrupt them anymore, nor let them interrupt us anymore. Let's go. Nah. I was reading through some old records the humans left behind. I cannot verify the accuracy of these articles, but some seem to think vaccines were able to cause autism. For real? Yeah, apparently affection worry of vaccination even grew from this belief. That's wild, but maybe the humans didn't have vaccines as well developed as ours. Usually I'd agree that's a plausible theory, except Sachs revealed in his autobiography that he just stole the abandoned human research for his own when we had a case of leaping heartworm to deal with. How one-sided did the argument seem to be? From what I've read, there was no scientific data proving vaccines capable of inflicting autism except one article, which was full of flawed logic and was apparently proven uncredible by many peer-reviewed sources. In other words, it was a faction led by gut feeling and a lack of actual research. It would be hard to argue the opposite, yes. Man, what a complicated and exciting species. Feels like we got one hell of a head start on this whole being the dominant species thing thanks to them. Indeed. Well, I do hope they never return. I will ever praise their ingenuity. Seems this debate is a pretty good one, but also not one I want to add my 2 cents or actual knowledge into. Yo, Pet, what's up, man? By all means, you visited the old ones in person, so you should know best. Yeah, I did meet them, but I don't think they are anything like they were. Also, 5 billion of them are dead. So, what was the new world like? Nothing like what they left us with. Modest wooden houses and a big agriculture scene. Mind you, the last time I took a peek was over a decade ago, so things might have changed. Whoa, interesting. What were they like, personality-wise? Very humble and polite, though it's a bit hard to know if they are like that to everyone. They welcomed us as heroes, so we kinda got special treatment. They also feel bad about essentially enslaving our forefathers. Rad, man, it's fun talking to you, Peppy. We'll have to hang out more often. You wanna take a seat with us? I usually would, but I'm kinda up to my old antics of saving the universe, and I'm currently looking for Tristy, so I can't get distracted like that. That's totally valid, bro. Best of luck tracking her down. Well, I do have Sniffer Dog here, that's me. So hopefully I won't need to rely on it alone. Thanks. Good stuff, man. So yeah, they're fun. And of course, there's Strawberry over here. Yeah. Even I'm putting my 2 cents in because this shit is fucking stupid.
My car sure did decide to pull a 500 IQ move of breaking down in the most inconvenient space imaginable. I can think of places more inconvenient, like the bathroom. But how would you manage that accidentally? Oh, you never know. Oh, and you can have it break down right beside a Justin Bieber concert. Oh, heavens no. Or go through a gas station the wrong way and get booked when your car gives you no choice but to show evidence of your crime. Please stop. Or get stranded in Lismore. That day was hell. I wish I'd never pondered aloud. Nice parking space. If only it was that easy. I'm actually broken down. Don't suppose any of you are mechanics. Nah, Tristy ain't with us. I'd probably end up making it explode, and Rolly here might jack the oil canister and use it to make a fire. It was a good picnic. Stay the hell away from my car. I might be in a better mood if I were to get some strawberry milk. Sorry, Bard. All I got is red cordial, and Monobrow here is hooked on the radioactive truffles. A shame it is that we are also kind of broke. Aren't you two the ones who saved the universe at least once? Yeah, unfortunately, being a cool guy who saves everybody else at the expense of their own well-being isn't a very profitable profession. That sounds suspiciously unlikely. They are too smart for us, Pepe. Alright, you win. Our friend Justy looks after the money because me and Rolly are irresponsible and indulgent. That is highly conceivable and basically explains everything. Just don't tell Tristy. Chances are she'd find out you got it out of me and kill you and everyone you shared the secret with. Quite a morbid sense of humor. Not to worry, I won't tell a soul. I only wish you could understand how far I actually am from joking.
You left the oven on grill.
I didn't cook those, dickhead!
No, you left it on grill instead of putting it back on
Oh,
plate.
well, it's not my fault you can't read for shit. Should check that, you dum-dum. Mm-hmm. So who are you three lasses? Old ones have become a tad more common around here as of late, but still fairly uncommon. Most of them don't originate from Earth either. That might be because but a sixth of the old ones remain, and they took a one-way trip to a post-apocalyptic Dust Bowl. You have a wild imagination. Literally telling the truth as hard as I can, dude. That sounds suspiciously unlikely. They are too skeptical for us, Pepe. Let them think what they want, like I give. That was kind of rude. So I was dismissing what I've said so you can feel better about your position in the world. To be fair, in our first exchange, you did tell a lie. Yeah, I guess that's true. Tristy hates me making her a charity case, though. I only told you at all because I really suck at lying. But seriously, can't introduce yourselves? Nope, don't feel like it. Is this the rare and highly coveted Shy Cocoa? That's coveted, idiot. I'm Lilac.
I'm Lumi, Bunny Blaster Extraordinaire.
Eek! Lumi, don't admit that out loud here. That sounds slightly criminal. She shoots Bunny from her hands, but worry not, for before they can come to any harm, they are teleported back to their homeworld. Right, Lumi?
Yeah, it's safe, don't worry. No bunnies are harmed in the making of this hope we're all spreading.
I really hope so, for Mamokind's sake. Close call. That's kind of my fault. I should have warned you about that for us killing... I should have warned you about that. For us, killing animals is on par as killing humans is to you. I'm just so used to things as they are, I didn't think of it.
Well, the bunnies truthfully never come to any harm, so it's going to be a misunderstanding at worst, at least.
That's relieving to hear. Seems humans aren't as heartless as their books make them out to be. We're actually exceptions. A lot of humans are pretty terrible, especially the house pets that they value the lives of less than their own. Maybe stop there, Lilac. I think Lumi already gave Strawberry here enough nightmare fuel. Oh, these poor simpletons. Shall I get it towed or just leave it here and go home? Probably the latter would be safest. You're in proximity with our real estate, so the only potential thieves are me and Tristy. That's precisely what concerns me. You have nothing I want, and Tristy isn't even home. You're basically a valueless target in my eyes. I'm not sure whether to feel comforted or insulted. That's just sick burning while trying to fucking comfort them.
You are worthless, basically. Oh, God. Yeah, Strawberry's pretty good. Even the bit time characters are fucking hilarious in this game. Yep, that's cool. I just finished.